This fucking takes. Alright, we are live on the Monday Massacre. We have Young J 2525. We've got It's Will, Cobra Stang 75, and Mr. Zip Zappity Zoom. We will have Wiggy the Hut on later on. Papa Palpatine should be on as well. San Diego Chargers suck. And, Figawink will be on later on as well. Now, you know, I give the Chargers credit. You know, I mean, they were the last team that everybody expected, and the way they were playing, I actually figured they would make the playoffs, and was kind of happy to see them play. You know, actually get it. Rivers actually had one of the better seasons for a change. I mean, the last like 3-4 years, this team has just sucked ass.
So let's just talk about football since you brought up the San Diego Chargers. Holy fuck them Denver Broncos.
Holy fuck, this shit was glitching the hell out, dude.
I was so disappointed. Like, it was just ridiculous.
By the way, Will, your shit is fucking up ridiculously.
What?
When you're talking, it's like digitizing the whole fucking time.
Hold on one sec.
That's what everybody does me too.
Now, is that better?
Nah, it's fucking doing it to everybody.
No, I was just saying for me, Will's talking just fine. It's you and Zip that are glitching for me.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know. That's because the fucking stream started. And
yeah, yours sounds kind of digital. Where's my phone at? Let me see if I can, whatchamacallit, get on the stream and see what it sounds like. Alright, shut the fuck up.
Okay. Fuck did I miss here?
Yeah, I know it's me. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. Praying my wife isn't trying to fucking hop on the fucking internet right now. Dude, I don't know what the fuck the deal is with it as of late. I'm gonna have to yell at fucking, yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my fucking shit. Give me a second.
Are you?
No. I don't know if I can leave this thing and come back in for some stupid reason. But that's probably gonna end up happening.
Right then and there, it sounded like a robotic fart.
Dude, I highly doubt it's your friggin' bandwidth. You got a connection on Merc's mind.
Yo.
I'm on. Ask her later.
Okay.
Say something.
Anything. Bueller?
Drugs. Alcohol, boobs, tits, or get the fuck out.
He's muted.
Maybe he's just fixing his shit.
Yeah.
So, this year at the Super Bowl was just straight up bullshit. The commercials, most of the commercials sucked, the game was terrible, the halftime show was like, okay.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Fucking the national anthem singing, I will admit,
What crap were you smoking, dude? Bruno Mars was phenomenal. The game was actually decent. I'd like to know what fucking planet you were on.
Dude, you're robotic still.
I know.
Okay.
It's gonna be whatever.
No, I mean, like, I'm not too big into Bruno Mars. I mean, that's just me speaking. But when he helped out with Give It Away with Red Hot Chili Peppers, I was like, yep, that was good. But if they performed more songs with Red Hot Chili Peppers, it probably would have been a lot better, in my opinion.
Dude, that's how I figured. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, period.
Jesus Christ, no fucking wonder, dude. Motherfucker.
What's up?
I'm gonna fucking have to reboot shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, fucking
CPU
bear
getting
with me.
murked.
Give me a second to rip it up.
Alright, do what you do. So there was this distinct possibility I could have gotten Wicked Shrapnel in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I talked to him. I actually sent out a tweet, and I was just like, well, if no one's holding a hangout. I'll hold one. And then, whatchamacallit, Wicked Shrapnel was just like, yeah, I'm at work right now, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, if, if you're, when you get home, if you want to come, on, just let me know. But, whatever, it's whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, now do I sound like a fucking robot still?
Yep.
Mm.
I don't know,
by all means, go for it.
Yeah, dude, the thing is, it's just like mostly for a temporary thing. Eventually, I know
Yeah.
I'll upgrade to like, I'm gonna wait until I have more upgrade to the freaking i7. Either that, or
Mhm.
we're just gonna go like to the enthusiast platform and go for a 2011,
Right.
which would murk anything that's pretty much out there right now. Let's wait until you.
Everybody's so quiet.
I'm just waiting to see if Backsmasher goes robotic again.
I think I'm going to be robotic the whole fucking time.
Yep.
It's that fucking cocksucking fucking motherfucker. Let's see what it puts out. I'll be back. Give me like 5 fucking minutes.
Sound better?
Nope.
It's still going to do it.
My god, it's like the robotic night.
Alright, which one we're going to do.
Welcome to troubleshooting episode of Medic Monday.
Mm-hmm. Let's fix the problem.
I'll be right back.
Oh, man. So, what's today's big topic?
The
Other
Puppy Bowl.
I say, fuck it, I'll just do it this way.
Dude,
Might as well, right?
We're able to hear you, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, I mean, this way, I mean, I can still stay in the fucking chat and bullshit like that, and then I can just run it off the fucking tablet, so fuck it.
Yep.
Makes life a little bit fucking easier. It's fucking pissing me off. Dude, I downloaded the new fucking Shockwave fucking player today, and now it's acting like a fucking cunt.
Yeah, that's most probably.
Let's take care of it, Backsmasher.
Yeah, not really, dude.
Dude, I
I
guarantee.
mean, the camera's actually the funny thing is the camera's fucking better on my tablet than it is on my fucking laptop.
Yeah.
That is sad.
So what I'll end up doing, it just sucks. I got a fucking shitty mic. So, oh well.
At least we hear you, and you're not coming in robotic.
Yeah, dude, it started pissing me the fuck off. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's that stupid fucking shockwave player. I'm gonna have to fucking take the fuck off.
Downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when the hell are you
Plug it.
supposed to have your PC finished, anyways?
When? Yeah, it's called when I have money.
Well, what parts are you missing for right now?
A good amount of it, dude. Let's put it, Young Jay. Let's put it this way. I've got more than enough shit going on with my family bullshit that my PC is going to sit in the fucking closet until I have any fucking money for it. When I got to pay out of pocket for fucking meds and bullshit like that, definitely not fucking going with that bullshit.
Hold up, your freaking Medicare ain't covering that anymore?
No, it covers it, but if I had to wait till to get my pills today, I would have had to wait till midnight tonight to fucking pick them up. I was not going 3 days in a row without painkillers. I said, fuck it, I'll pay the 32 fucking bucks. But with Christmas and all the other bullshit, dude, Christmas just fucking raped me with fucking money. I mean, I got rid of the Xbox One. Like $700 that I fucking paid out for my kid's fucking Christmas.
Dude, that's more than understandable. Your kids do come first.
Mm-hmm.
And you got what, 4?
Yeah.
Dude, my aunt, who does not have a job, she is currently on welfare, but her child alone, I think what, about $600 in gift, $600 worth of gifts for one child, whom's only about 6 years old.
I went a little overboard
What?
this year. Usually we have like $150 per kid. Actually, it's usually $100 per kid, but this year I fucking went overboard, dude. I was like, fuck it, man. My daughter wanted the iPod. My oldest, he wanted the
I got
2DS.
this.
Madden, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I actually got that like 6 months ago.
Dude, it's kind of
It's not
understandable
bad.
for your scenario anyways when it came to your kids for
Ooh,
Christmas. 'Cause,
Wait a minute.
dude, from what the doctor said, it's even a surprise you're around to even see them have it this Christmas.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, so I was fucking thrilled about that one.
Yeah, so dude, it's more than understandable, man.
This is so fucking weird.
I
So
got
got it on
spoiled on
Tuesday.
my birthday.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, your birthday was the Super Bowl. You got to watch the Broncos lose. So,
Dick.
I gotta wait for Cobb to come back. Really, you're a fucking Broncos fan? I'm
Yes.
sorry to hear.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Yeah.
We've been doing good the past couple seasons.
And
Seriously,
then,
I was
like,
expecting at the end of the Super Bowl, I was waiting for Peyton just to freaking rip his face off, and it'd be Eli.
yeah,
No, because you know what? When Eli goes to the Super Bowl, he actually wins.
Hey, Peyton's got 2 under his belt.
He's got 1 under his belt.
Oh, I thought he
He's
had
got
2.
1. No, he's got 1 because the second one he lost. They went against the Saints and lost. That
I
was,
remember that.
yeah, there was no way the fucking Colts were going to fucking win that one, though. I'm sorry, but there was so much, like the Saints got to the Super Bowl, the fucking fans they had and all the momentum they had going. There was no way in hell they were going to fucking end up. So, Cobb, you want to fucking enlighten us on that lovely story we were talking about before we got,
Yeah, not a problem at all. Okay, so, friend of mine on Facebook, put this out there, and I've read through it, and I think it's hilarious. It's saying that there's reports that the Super Bowl was rigged, and so the article is some tabloid place called Hustlers. Never heard of the thing, and pretty much neither has everybody else. No major news organizations covering this, so that really doesn't lead to, or give it any credibility. So here's the article. It says, after the Seattle Seahawks victory over the Denver Broncos at NFL's 48th Super Bowl with a final score of 43-8, NFL officials had just discovered the game was most likely rigged. NFL officials have found clues that prove that the game was rigged. Officials believe the Broncos intentionally lost the championship in exchange for a large amount of money. Super Bowl referee Terry McCorry told reporters that he sensed something was strange when he overheard Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning allegedly asking Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll, when are you going to pay up? McCauley immediately became suspicious and notified other officials, and that's when it all started. The NFL is currently investigating the situation and looking for evidence to prove that the game was rigged. Now, here's from the lovely NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell told reporters, "This is like the Chicago White Sox scandal back in 1919. I can't believe this. They ruined the sport. I just can't believe it." However, NFL officials do not think every player on both teams were in on the deal, but only certain players in both teams. If evidence is found that the game was rigged, those players will be heavily fined and suspended for a very long period of time, if not banned from playing professional football for the rest of their lives.
Fake.
Would that mean that Seahawks' win was a fluke? Like,
No.
No way.
count?
No, it would still count.
Peyton Manning would have made more money if he won.
Okay, here's the thing. If Peyton Manning actually fucking threw the game, I don't know about you, but that dude hates to fucking lose. Like, absolutely hates to fucking lose.
Yeah, it's not like he needs the money anyway.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I mean, between all the endorsements that he fucking has from Buick and all the other bullshit that he fucking does,
Yeah.
and then
Papa
on
John's.
top of that, yeah, Papa John's. I mean, you think about how much money he makes off of endorsements alone, and then his massive fucking hefty contract that he fucking has. He got to the Super Bowl. He wants that fucking ring, because you know what? At that point, he fucking, even if he threw the fucking Super Bowl, you think about this, he's still going to go down as the number 2 Manning brother, because Peyton's got 2. He's 2-0. Fucking Peyton's what, 1-2?
You mean Eli?
So, Eli's 2-0.
Yeah.
Fucking Peyton's fucking what, 1-2 now? So no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. I'm calling bullshit. I've never heard of this website, for one, and two.
Yeah.
If you look at Peyton's face every single time the fucking Seahawks scored after the fucking second half,
He looked like he was about ready to cry.
dude, yeah, man. Every scene was like, fuck. Then they got that touchdown, and then after that was like, crap. Like, anytime anything bad happened, I'm like, there's no way, dude. Mm-mm. And you know what? Seattle's defense was on point. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I mean, it goes to show you finally that fucking defense wins championships.
You think that someone might go try and like trash Peyton Manning's Papa John's for losing?
Who knows? Nah, you know what? I don't know about that much. I mean, he's just got endorsements, that's all. He doesn't own Papa John's. I mean, Papa John's is a dude that fucking still owns that shit.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, though. Like, it was cool to see, Richard Sherman fucking actually not bash Peyton Manning. And Sherman was saying, like, as he was, he was on the field trying to get up to the ramp and shit, and he felt somebody tap him on the shoulder. He goes, all I saw was a hand come out. He's like, I was trying to turn around as fast as I could. He goes, I turned around and I see a hand out. And he's like, I shake his hand. He goes, and it's Peyton Manning. He goes, congrats on the win today. You guys really deserved it. You guys played your hearts out today. And when he said that, he goes, you know what? He goes, I have so much respect for Peyton Manning. He's like, I couldn't believe that he actually, did that. And I didn't expect, somebody of his stature to be okay with everything by the time everything was done. I mean, dude, Sherman, Sherman went from being a fucking villain to a fucking hero this fucking time, which was absolutely hilarious.
He was
Sucks
still
that he
a
fucking
dick.
hurt himself. Yeah, you know what, dude? Let him be a dick. That motherfucker is the best fucking corner in the fucking game, and you can't deny it, dude. Led the NFL in fucking, in interceptions this year. He was only thrown 3 fucking times in the playoffs until the Super Bowl, dude. That's saying something right there.
Yeah.
I don't think he was being a jerk at all. Michael Crabtree pretty much started it.
Crabtree was a cocksucker, dude. He patted Crabtree on the ass and went to shake his hand, and Crabtree straight up fucking mashes him in the fucking face.
Yep.
At that point,
Yeah.
you know what? It's
And then
warranted.
people got mad.
It's fucking warranted, dude. At that point, let him fucking run his mouth. He fucking straight up, he made the play that fucking got his team in the Super Bowl. Which
Plus,
was
when you
really
have the
surprising.
adrenaline, you're going to the Super Bowl. Everything's going so fast, you don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
No. If you win the Super Bowl, that's a different story. If you're just winning the conference, right, or the the NFC championship.
Dude, you know what, though? At that point, he's still hyped enough to fucking be.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but I don't
sorry.
think he's gonna
Yeah.
do something fucking incredibly stupid like that.
Dude, it wasn't incredibly stupid how? The simple fact that he just, Crabtree was a dick about it. And he was gonna fucking bash him on TV. He got fined. He fucking paid his fine.
No, I'm talking about Crabtree. I'm not talking about Sherman.
Crabtree, dude, here's the thing though. Apparently there was a fucking, it was a fundraiser in Arizona, and Sherman apparently was trying to be nice to Crabtree there, and Crabtree was a dick to him the whole fucking time when he was there, and he was like, fuck it, you know what, alright, so then, in the game, of course, there's no love lost between those two teams. Everybody fucking hates each other. I mean, I was expecting a fight in that fucking game, more than the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
There were some times in the Super Bowl I was like, oh shit, something's gonna fucking go down, but...
I was waiting for it.
Well, dude, there were some of those
Yeah, there
offensive
was not
linemen that
even
were
one.
getting... Yeah, there were some of those offensive linemen that were getting pissy about shit. And especially towards the end of the game, dude, that's when you could tell. I mean, once you realize there's no fucking... You're not coming back, and they're just gonna be fucking, little crybaby bitches about shit. It's like, dude, you know what? Just fucking take your loss and fucking,
You at least got the freaking whatchamacallit, the NFC Championship. Take that in stride.
Dude, all right, look at it this way. You made it to a game that 90% of the players in the NFL will never make it to.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking be happy, be humble that you got to the Super Bowl. I mean, it sucks for Champ Bailey, 15 years in the NFL, and he finally makes it, and his team just fucking flopped. I mean, and I was cracking jokes. I was like, Peyton, I was like, Richard fucking Sherman is right. Peyton Manning does throw ducks. It's a fucking truth, though. I mean, if you look at a lot of Peyton Manning's passes this year, he was throwing ducks. He wasn't having tight fucking spirals, but he was getting it to the guys that fucking needed to, and they were doing work.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Broncos secondary was terrible at tackling last night. Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Fucking Curse's fucking touchdown? He broke four tackles before getting into the end zone. I mean, that was just absolutely fucking horrendous.
My dad owes me $1.
It was
He
just
was going for the Broncos.
it was just a terrible game altogether.
Yeah, it was funny, like, watching the press conference. Peyton wouldn't come to say that it was an embarrassment, but everybody else on the team did. I wouldn't say embarrassment, because, I mean, at least they fucking tried. It's,
Right.
Their special teams were a fucking... Well, that was the other thing. Okay, so Percy Harvin runs a touchdown back, right? In the NFL, the Broncos ranked, like, last for playing the kickoff. Because the air is so thin, 9 times out of 10, their fucking kicker boots the ball into the end of the end zone. So they never really had to fucking go against, their special teams never really got used to defending a fucking kickoff. And when that ball bounced that fucking high, 3/4 of the team was already down the field. And they were almost all the way around him. And there was this massive fucking hole in the center of the fucking field that the second he caught the ball, he just went straight. And at that point, he had, the kicker left and, like, some other guy. And you knew he was fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Digital Boundaries is?
Yeah,
It's Fitcoin.
Yeah. He's in the chat.
Yeah, I just sent him a message, tell him to check his DMs. Should have the invite there.
What up, Figgy? Love you, buddy.
Fuck.
Yeah. Hit it.
Tablet down! Tablet down!
Yeah, fucking
You got insurance.
Nah, dude, it's in a case. I'd be fucking stupid not to fucking put it in a fucking case.
Exactly.
That's what happened to me. I broke mine.
Actually, I just had a piece of mine break off. It's where the charger fucking connects to it and shit.
Oh, no.
And I pulled the charger out, and there's a little plastic piece about yay big fucking snapped off. I was like, fuck it. Took some tape. Taped it back. I'm like, it's not like I'm going to be getting rid of this thing, I mean, shit.
Right.
It still works, so you got nothing to worry about.
Yep. Dude, the thing's like 2 years old now, and...
Hey,
I can't
Backsmasher.
about it. What's up?
Hey, resend the invite to Fig. He says it's
Fig,
not
yeah,
there in his DMs.
Alright, that's what I'm going to do right now.
I was sitting on the toilet with my tablet and I dropped it on the floor. And then the screen didn't work.
Way to go.
That's when you need to hang on to it with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You
why
like
you
this?
put it on the fucking countertop.
You like this the whole fucking
Yeah.
time?
No, I had it on the countertop and I had my earbuds. and then I moved, and then the thing just slammed.
I've
Damn.
never had that issue. Drop the
It was a $70 tablet, and then I returned it to Walmart, and they gave me $100. I don't know why.
Nice.
That's what I call profit.
Hell
I think
yeah.
the funniest thing I've ever seen was my buddy bought an Xbox and then took it out of the box, of course, and then placed a cinder block in the fucking box, went back to Walmart and returned it. And got his money back. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, they didn't even open
There's
the box.
Fig.
There's
Fig
Big
Egg.
Egg.
Well, what's going on, Fig?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Hey, buddy.
Just,
Welcome to the hangout.
just chilling.
How was work?
It was long.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So I'm having technical difficulties, which is really weird. That's why I'm in the chat twice.
Nice.
Dude, I downloaded the new Flash player from Adobe, and for some strange reason, it's screwing everything up on my computer, so I have to uninstall it and install the old one. For some strange reason, I sound like a fucking robot, and when anybody talks, everybody sounds like a robot. So I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, screw this. I'll fucking switch it out later. Fuck it. So I figured, I've got the tablet. I can at least stay in the Hangout and then stay in the other one so it actually keeps up on fucking YouTube. Because if not, it'll just say, we'll be back shortly.
No.
Wait,
And then I'll feel like,
the only one here in HD?
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Showing off and shit?
Huh? What?
You showing off because you're in HD and we're not?
I guess.
That's funny because when
I guess that's why. Well, my webcam says HD, so.
yeah,
That was mine.
I'll say mine should too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine should
well,
be
dude, it's
Yeah, it
Google,
does.
man. Google is fucking
Yeah.
retarded. I mean,
no shit.
Yeah, the hangout.
Actually, mine's- I was gonna say that. No, they have HD for Google Plus. It's just like 480.
Oh.
Still awesome, right?
Because, dude, my tablet's fucking HD on it. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. It's a fucking 10 megapixel fucking front-facing camera, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I don't know what my webcam. I mean, my webcam says it goes up to 1080p, but the quality of that webcam is not 1080p. Like,
When you see it in your videos, man, it looks 1080p.
yeah, well, because I render it that way.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, it just looks that good, and apparently I'd say right now you're in 720.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I mean, it's a Logitech camera. I mean, it does its job.
Same here.
So,
Oh, I thought he was doing the slow clap for a second. I was like, oh, you slow clapping?
no, I'm fucking packing his cigarettes. I'm still waiting for my fucking juices to show up. Fucking
Oh,
sucks,
by the way,
man.
Fig, great video, bro.
Thanks. Which one? The newest one I put out?
Yeah, what is it? The Dagon Perry?
The Daigo's Parry, the Just One Life.
I
Yeah.
didn't even understand. I didn't even understand exactly like. I didn't even know you could parry in Third Strike.
Yeah, you have to basically right at the animation that hits your character, you have to press forward right at the animation. So the reason that Daigo's Parry is so famous in fighting games is that if you watch the whole video,
I did.
the guy Justin Wan was getting his ass kicked. I mean, Daigo was getting his ass kicked. He was, like when Street Fighter you have that sliver of energy, like it doesn't even show up anymore. That's what Daigo was at. And then Justin Wong basically threw out a super, which should automatically kill him. The counter that super, you got to start doing the parry animation right at the moment you see the flash happen. That's how exact it has to be. And not only did he parry the super, he jumped up in the air. Justin Wong tried to kick him in the air. He parried that, came down, and then basically did a sweet combo and basically won at the last minute.
That's
Nice.
That's like some freaking underdog shit, like you'd see in like the Karate Kid or something.
Yeah, that's basically what they put. Like if you watch the actual Evo video, they actually pan to the crowd like at Evo, and that's before Evo blew up, and it only had like 1,000 people there. People were just losing their shit when they saw that. But I also had to put in the video that Daigo beat Justin Wong, but in the finals he actually lost because a lot of people think that was the finals. It's like no, that was just like an ultimate comeback.
Yeah, that has got to be the ultimate comeback.
Yeah.
That would have been like Super Bowl last night.
Yeah. Pretty much that's basically what it would have been like. That's exactly what it would have been like if Denver came back. That's pretty much the equivalent of what happened to that Daigo Perry. That he should not have won that match.
I wonder how much money people fucking lost for the over.
I see a combination of about $16 million.
I say more than that because I think every time they do a Super Bowl worldwide, they like Vegas says it's like between like $100 million is bet.
Well, Floyd lost $14.6 million. Somebody else lost, I know, like what was it, $1.7 million? And I was just like, why would you bet that money? $10.4 million on the Super Bowl. I know you have the money, but still, like 50 grand, fine. You have the money, but whatever.
What about Warren Buffett doing that NCAA bracket? Do you see that? $1 billion?
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah. What you call my buddy lost $5,000 because his bet was that the Seahawks were to win between 23 points. So they had to win between 23 points. Like that was the lead they had to get in, winning by 23, like between 23 points or higher, but they had to win. If it was between the 1 and 23 points, he would have got something back. And if they actually hit 23, it would have been like some mega jackpot. But since they blew him out, he lost it all. He only had two ways to lose it all. Yeah. There was only two ways to lose it all: either over 23 points, win-wise, or if Denver won. That was the only way, and he lost the most awkward way.
Yeah, that is definitely awkward.
Dude, that game. You know what though? I was really surprised on how well the game actually was. I mean, I don't know. I was really blown away that Seattle was fucking whooping ass that fucking bad in the first half. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I knew their defense was good, but, once the game started and you saw that fucking safety, I was like, oh shit, it's all
yeah, it was like game over right then and there. I knew it. I was like, they're going to lose.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Raiders and Tampa Bay game. Super Bowl. Dude. That's basically what it was. It was offense versus defense, and usually in those type of games, defense comes and whoops ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you think about they were showing, they were going over some of the Super Bowls, and then of course they showed the 49ers Super Bowl against the Broncos, where they ended up fucking losing. What was that, 55-7?
Yeah, they got shut out that game too.
And then not shut out, but they got their asses handed to them. And then they showed, what was it? The Cowboys and I think it was the Steelers?
Not 100% sure.
That one was like 52-14 or some shit like that as well. Like, that was another one where another team, they just got blown the fuck out.
The Super Bowl in 2010, man, that was another one that I called where when the Patriots got, or when the Giants got the safety on the Patriots, I was like, Giants won right off the bat. And I even called that to a friend of mine when I was sitting at the bar. He's like, dude, go get a fucking lottery ticket.
See, I don't know, it was weird. Like, after the first Giants win on the Patriots, the second time they played them, I was like, dude, the fucking Giants got this. And my buddy's like, you're full of shit. And he's like, you going to New England to fucking watch a game? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get kicked out of the bar again. He goes, oh, God. He goes, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, I'm being dead serious, dude. I was like, I will get booed. Dude, I was in Boston at my uncle's bar when the fucking Patriots-Giants first Super Bowl, fucking wearing my Eli Manning jersey, fucking running my mouth the whole fucking time like an asshole.
What was that, in 2008, right?
Yeah, and my buddy's like, dude, you're going to get killed. I was like, my fucking uncle owns a bar. I ain't going to get fucking killed. And there's a whole bunch of fucking Southies just fucking eye-fucking me the whole time. Like, you need to shut the fuck up. And the Giants were losing the whole time, too. And then when fucking Manning pulls that fucking play out of his ass to fucking Dominic Hicks and fucking catches that fucking ball in his helmet, I jumped up. I'm like, it's fucking over. It's over. We're going to fucking score you guys to the top.
David Tyree.
Yeah, or David Tyree. They're like, you need to shut the fuck up. I'm like, fuck you, eat a fat bag of dicks. You're going to fucking win. I'm like, oh, God. So in my head, I'm going, why am I running my mouth? And, of course, it was like, my bar tab was already $250 at that point. I'm like, no wonder I'm shit-faced. Yeah. And afterwards, I was like, yo, if the fucking Giants win, I'll buy everybody a fucking round. And they're like, you're full of shit. Fucking Giants won. And I pulled out a fucking wad of cash. And I'm like, here's $250. There's my bar tab. And they're like, oh shit. I'm like, and here's another $150. That's for everybody in the fucking bar. And this bar was
Fucking
swamped,
butts right
dude.
there. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I dropped fucking close to like 700 that night.
Dude, when I came back from Iraq, I finally turned 21, and I went to the bar that was right by my base.
Mm-hmm.
Out of a combination of me and 2 other guys that I just met that night, we dropped over $2,000 on let's see, drinks, food, tips, and tips for the fucking go-go dancers.
Dude,
I was
I'm
like-
telling you, like, there were numerous times. What up, Wiggy?
What up?
I've lost, like, honestly, like, in the bar, the most I've ever dropped in one night was probably, and this was, bad fucking idea. We were in Vegas, and we were at the fuck is that, Club Rain or whatever the fuck it is, on the top of, the fuck is that?
With the Luxor?
No, not the Luxor, the Palms.
Okay, I didn't go to
We were
that
at
one.
that we were at, you know, that, my buddy knows the fucking brothers that own that fucking thing. We stayed in the Real World fucking suite that night. And my band was on tour, and we just got fucking, this is when our bassist mysteriously disappeared for a week with his $25,000 and hung out at the fucking Bunny Ranch.
Wow.
I asked him
Nice.
if he needed penicillin when he was done.
Yeah, I know.
He
Jeez.
goes, no, they make you use condoms. I'm like, that's still kind of creepy. But anyways, I dropped $2,500 that night at that fucking club.
Jesus.
And they're like, you know, the drinks are free. I'm like, yeah, for me, not for everybody else. And they're like, why are you buying everyone else drinks? I'm like, we got fucking signed, dude. I was like, we're going on fucking tour. I was like, dude, we're going on fucking, you know, I was like, we're going over to fucking Europe. We're going to get shit-faced to do fucking shows over there. I was like, I'm celebrating. They're like, oh, my God. They're like, dude, put your money away. I'm like, fuck it. Then I get the tab at the end of the night. I'm like, oh, shit. Like $2,500.
3,000.
I was like, yeah, what's the fucking... I'm like, I'm going to have to tip. How about that? Fuck it. Here's $1,000 for fucking tip. Here's the fucking money. The nice thing about that, though, was I ended up fucking... Yeah, dude. I was a little... Don't ask. Were you trying to figure out why I'm in the chat twice?
No.
Okay.
No, I want to know why the fuck you tip $1,000 on a $2,500 bill.
Um,
Fuck's wrong with you,
It's called, apparently, I drank a
generous
lot that night.
motherfucker?
Yeah, I know.
Wiggy, I've worked dude, I've worked for tips, so it's one of those, if my bar tab comes back at like $150, I'll drop like $75 and be like, here.
Well, that's ironic. I work with just the tip.
There's Wiggy's evil laugh.
So what happened was, we got to the fucking MGM Grand and started playing poker. And I was up $10,000 at one point. Then I was down to fucking $50. And then dude, like my shit fucking went up and down. And finally I'm like, you know what? I think I should stop. And the guys are like, why not? Why don't you just fucking go all in? I'm like, if I go all in, they're like, yeah, I'm like, I will be pulling $15,000 away from the $10,000 that I already fucking put in. And they're like, fucking do it. I'm like, fuck it, let's just go all in. And of course, I had a fucking flush, which I got lucky on that one, and ended up fucking winning that fucking money. They comped it like they're like, well, we can comp your room. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm already staying at the fucking Palms. I don't need to be staying over here.
I just
And they're
need
like-
to find the exit door, please. That'd be
Yeah, I
great.
was like, because dude, they were pissed, man. They were pissed.
Oh, they don't like winners. They
No,
don't.
they fucking
No casino
don't, man.
does, dude.
So we went over to the blackjack table, and I lost like maybe $1,000 there, and it fucking bounced. I was like, thank you, I'm out of here.
14 up. No
Like,
fucking
I'm
way I'm
14
going
up,
under
get the
that.
fuck out of here. And it was funny as hell because our bass stuck around for that one. Then he's like, you know what? I got my money. I'm out of here. I'm like, where the fuck are you going? He's like, I'm catching a cab. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'll see you at the end of the week. All right. Didn't think anything of it, you know. And halfway through the week, he texts us, and it's a picture of like 2 girls sitting with him at the bar, fucking topless. I'm like, well, that's nice. Where the fuck are you? He's like, I'm in Carson City. He's like, I've already dropped like, you know, $14,000. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm at the Bunny Ranch. I'm like, penicillin. That's what you want, penicillin. he's like, why? I'm like, dude, really? Would you really want to fuck a hooker, a call girl, somebody that does this professionally? I don't know, man.
Trust me, dude. I saw Sunset Thomas at New Year's Eve. I'd fuck that bitch right there on the fucking dance floor. My God. Even my wife, even Kimberly was like, I'd probably let you fuck her.
I don't know, man. You can't pay me enough, dude. I cherish having my dick, and I don't want that thing to fucking shrivel up and fall off.
Oh, I was gonna boil the bitch first.
At that point, you might as well let it fucking shrivel up and fall off.
Yeah.
Boil it.
And fucking a hot volcano dip. That bitch is good to go.
Fucking walking around funny. What's the matter with you? I boiled my dick off.
Walking like them fucking McDonald's arches like this the whole time.
Walking like an Oompa Loompa.
Wow.
So, Figgy, if you want, dude, feel free to plug your channel and what you do on there so some of the fucking viewers understand and shit like that.
This is my time to run a commercial.
Yeah, run a commercial.
Hang on, I'm gonna forward the fucking DVR. Hang on a minute. I know who his ass is. I'm forwarding. Fuck it.
This podcast is sponsored by Digital Boundaries.
I am a fucking founder, damn it!
Yes.
Oh, Fig, speaking of that shit, man, you got your next Just One Life video, or what you're gonna do?
I'll be right back.
Usually I make up my next Just One Life video the day before I decide to do it.
I swear Fig needs to rickroll everybody and do Just One Life fucking tic-tac-toe. Stop me when I lie. Tell me that would blow. That would go fucking viral.
No. I did have a thought of on April Fools of doing like say something like Just One Life 100 Keem Strike on Ghost and put in Hello Kitty's Cube Adventure.
Fig, I actually got one on a real serious note. I know you're a retro gamer and all, and have you ever played Double Dragon Neon?
I haven't played it. I've seen it, but I haven't played it.
You've got to, for one, for a retro gamer, you would love it. Secondly, with that, if you can do stage 2, right? Stage 2, and you can like buy shit to help you along the way, with the exception of lives.
Yeah.
Beat the boss then.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Whatchamacallit, I'll link you. I guess I'll link you like my my video, my speedrun video, if you want to check it out.
Okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, if anyone's watching this, they don't know what Digital Boundaries is all about. That's me. It's a brown guy who talks about video games. Pretty much.
No, fuck that. Retro games is more like it.
Brown guy.
Yeah, retro.
I'm offended for him. He called himself brown guy.
The brown guy.
That motherfucking guy.
That motherfucking guy. But yeah, my channel deals with retro, some modern, and I do commentaries. I do retro. We call retro remixes, which is like a let's play / review. I do let's plays. I do tons of weird stuff, and I also have my Just One Life series where these guys are talking about, where I just take on challenges and I put a little extra effort in my video editing, which is one step above shitty. And
like, fuck. You are way too hard on yourself, man. I have seen dozens of worse editing than from your channel. I'm telling you that.
Just look at my videos, and that's called worst editing.
I was gonna say, look at my first fucking video I ever put out. I forgot to fucking disable the sample. Like they're like, this is an HD.
If you watch it with 3D glasses, it's perfectly clear.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just to cut you all off for a second, for anybody who's watching, let's get Fig up to 1,000 subscribers. He's really close. Let's get him up there and just support this guy because he's a good dude.
I have to say,
I'm making multiple accounts as we speak.
That's the way to do it. 1,000 dead accounts.
I'm there for you, Fig. I'm there for you, buddy.
1,000 dead accounts.
You know who got me? You know who got me turned on to your channel, Fig?
What?
Smash, the fucking calm, casual Canadian gamer or whatever. Yeah, it was funny. Like he's like, dude, check this dude's channel out. I'm like, all right. And I think you were only at like maybe like 250 subs at that point. And I was like, holy shit, he's fucking got retro games, finally! Like, I love that, dude. It was cool because everybody does Call of Duty. That's all it fucking seemed like at that point. I'm like, it'd be great if there was another channel that fucking did something different. He's like, oh, dude, you gotta fucking check this guy out. He's like, Figawink. I'm like, okay. And first thing that came up was like, one of your retro remixes and shit. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. All right, subscribe.
What got me into Fig was Kenny's side. He was like, yo, check out this dude Fig. I was like, all right. And then the first video I saw was his Just One Life of Airman stage. At first, I was thinking, why Airman stage? Because why not Quickman? Because he was the bitch. It was unforgiving. Still to this day, I cannot beat that on One Life.
Yeah, it's funny. People ask me, like, why did I pick Airman? And the honest truth, and this is as honest as I possibly can, is when I came back to my desk to pick a stage, this cursor just happened to be on him. And I picked, and that's what, there was zero thought. It could have been Quickman, it could have been Heatman, it could have been Woodman.
No, like a bunch of those bosses I can beat on One Life, no problem. Airman is one of them.
Yeah.
But Quickman and Heatman, I can't do on One Life. And I've been playing Mega Man for as long as you've been playing. You've been playing video games.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think I'm younger than you.
Yeah,
I've still been playing like games just as long.
Yeah, exactly. But no, thanks for all the kind words, guys. It's just, I'm always hard on myself when it comes to stuff like the.
I think a lot of us are, to be honest with you.
What's up?
I said I think a lot of us are. We're a lot harder on ourselves than we need to be. I mean,
I agree with that.
I got pissed and deleted my shit. I'm hard, not hard at all.
Yeah, I know.
Wiggy prestiged.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did YouTube.
Wiggy prestige by rage quitting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I went out like a boss too. I'm like, I'm out of here. Nobody said nothing. Well, fuck y'all then.
Yeah. It's also
I don't even think I liked that video either. I don't even think I gave it a like. I just watched it and just went okay.
Well, it's like go ahead.
What got me to subscribe to Fig's channel is his what was it, the Donkey Kong Minecart Carnage?
Oh yeah.
That's what got me, because I fucking love Donkey Kong, right? And then when you took my request for Castlevania, I was thinking you were gonna fail that, because I can't, I had such a problem with Castlevania, but I finally beat it, and I was like, no disrespect or anything, I was like, he's not gonna do it, he's not gonna do it, and then I was like, holy fuck me, he went through that hallway like a boss.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm actually pretty good at that boss, and so when people are like, hey, dude, that boss is hard, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, there was no stigma for me of, how hard that was. I was like, oh, no, you just jump over the Medusas. Why the fuck does everyone think this is hard?
Well, it's because you came at it from a different point of view.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, you were open-minded. You didn't know what was going to come at you.
Yeah, exactly. But if you told me the next stage with Dracula, fuck that. The Dracula stage would have killed me.
Well, I mean, and you watched the Angry Video Game Nerd, right, Fig?
Yeah.
Yeah. When he did his Castlevania review, he said the hardest part in the game besides Dracula is the hallway before the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
So, and then I did that when I first played that stage. I was like, fuck me, this is hard. But then I saw you breeze through it. I'm like, one below average gamer my ass.
I always tell people that, and I was like, I don't know, many of you guys probably didn't see this, but when I first started Just One Life, I made a intro trailer,
I saw it.
To do it, me looking at it, those notes I had, I was holding in my hand, saying, hey, I beat, Final Fantasy 1 with all black mages and all that kind of stuff. That's really stuff I did when I was 10.
I've seen every one of your videos, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I saw that intro and I was like, this is actually a really cool idea, just to go to one stage or do a certain task and only have one life and only do it in one life. So I was like, fuck, man, I wonder what this dude's gonna do next. And then subscribed.
Yeah, and this latest one, the Daigo parry, I was just like, I looked at it, and that was my own personal demon. People were like, what's the one thing?
Is that what that game's called? I swear it was Dago. I was like, oh, this is racist as a motherfucker.
No, it's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. But the Daigo parry is, they call it has a couple names. The Daigo parry, and it's called Evo Moment 37. Evo is the fighting game championship, and back in 2004, Daigo. If you saw that intro vid, you saw the video, right, Wiggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that intro part where I stuck my head on there.
Yeah.
That was the actual match, and the guy Daigo from Japan was Ken, and he actually pulled that off. And to tell you how hard it is, he has to press forward with every single frame of animation of Chun-Li kicking Ken, and then counter. And he did that in the semifinal championship game to get himself to the finals.
Wow.
So that's considered like the holy grail of like comeback moves in the fighting game competition. So like he did it with the pressure of everything going on, like prize money on the line. My dumbass tries to do it. It's so famous that Third Strike is on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. There's trials like to teach you how to parry, like if you could pass these. That is the last trial. That is the championship trial if you could pass that.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Are you gonna keep working at it, or?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep working at it because that's my demon. I've never been able to do that ever.
No retries.
Yeah.
So question, Fig. Will you be going to the Xbox One at some point?
Actually, yeah, because I kind of got pigeonholed into it.
I'm certain the little Frogger video he checked out one night didn't help his cause much.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man.
Frogger looks amazing.
Frogger looks phenomenal. Same
Yeah, I laughed at shit.
I cracked
The
up so
weirdest
like,
fucking thing.
yeah, no.
Fucking own it.
So it was weird. Like, well, now with this new update for Battlefield 4, I was like, you know what? If Second Assault does not come to the fucking Xbox 360, I'm buying a fucking Xbox One.
It is. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
All
Backsmasher,
all updates from games that were just released before or just after Xbox One or PS4, they will get all the updates.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of waiting the fuck around because flat out, DICE said that they're not going to release any new map packs until they get their shit fixed on Battlefield.
Good.
Isn't that backward ass thinking?
Dude, you know what? Here's my thing. Honestly, PlayStation 3 and the 360 both will get neglected from fucking EA and DICE on Battlefield no matter what. Because they're like, oh, we came out with this new patch, and apparently this patch was supposed to fix everything. And if you read the fucking patch notes, it's like and it's just on the fucking vehicles, and that is it. So I still get killed by some dick bagel where it fucking says his health is 0 and the guy's fucking teabagging my fucking body. I spawn in, and it's funny. You notice, I don't know if you've had this issue at all, but when you spawn into a fucking vehicle, sometimes the fucking thing bucks like a son of a bitch. And then as you're...
Yeah, I've had that.
Well, when you start going, it's funny, there's this little invisible, like it started off invisible, now they actually show it. There's this one line. The second you pass that, everything runs smoothly and the sound kicks in. So you have that issue, or if you are very, have no patience like I am, when I fucking die, I'm sitting there mashing fucking A the whole time to spawn back in. I'll spawn in and my gun's not there for a good 15 fucking seconds. And what sucks is sometimes I don't spawn in on the idiot box and I spawn in on somebody that says warning, and I'm running around because I have no gun. And I'm like, son of a bitch, it's not here, where the fuck? Just lay down.
See, I'd just record that and just cue the fucking Benny Hill music and get it over with.
Dude, the most fucked up thing was, for a while there on the China Rising maps, if you rocked the engineer class, you would spawn in, no gun would ever show up, no pistol showed up, none of your grenades would show up, but if you had the fucking SRAW, you could sit there and just hit fire it.
Wow.
And out of nowhere, it looks like it's coming out of your dick when it's fucking firing. Your dude has no animation. He's just like running around like this, and all of a sudden it's like...
Again, another missed opportunity. Cue the porn music, because you're blowing loads everywhere.
Well, see, then I'd need somebody else to fucking do that, because you can't really see it on your body.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And no one else that we're playing with has a fucking, HD PVR or the Elgato.
The most common thing that happens on Xbox One as far as vehicles are concerned is when you get in one that it's not occupied at all, and it puts you in the fucking passenger seat. You're like, what the fuck, man? That happens in a helicopter 99% of the time. By the time I get out and try to get back in, guess what? There's already a helicopter just raining down fucking fire.
Did you know, like, if you want to exit out of a vehicle, if you look to the right, you'll exit out of the right. If you look to the left, it'll exit out of the left. And if you're in the MRAP, if you look towards the back, it'll actually exit you out of the back of it.
I had no idea.
Yeah, dude, Jack Frags, man. I started watching his channel, and he has his series. It's like, did you know in Battlefield 4, and he just shows you like a whole bunch of shit that I'm like, wow, that's fucking awesome. Because I'm sick and tired of fucking stepping out in the middle of a fucking tank trying to blow me the fuck up.
That's it. I never would have thought of that, but that's a good tip. Pro tip, fuck T Martin, pro tip.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
See,
fuck
that's
T. Martin. Oh god.
Well,
see,
they're all
a buddy of mine was like,
Paul fucking I guess release party. Him, White Boy Chaos, Minnesota Burns, fucking all those big motherfuckers.
it's the standard crew. It's the hype machines.
I posted this on Twitter, and please, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you think there's like a big YouTuber Illuminati for the
No, it's not Illuminati. It's who can take the most shaft down their throat. Fucking cocksuckers.
Well, here's the funny
Exactly.
thing. Apparently, there was a competition by Battlefield that you could sit there and post your video, and it would enter into a fucking contest. And there were people going around saying Jack Frags fucking sold out, and he's getting paid by Battlefield to say how great the game is and everything else. But if you watch any of his videos, he's like, I'm not saying the game is phenomenal. Like, he's not promoting it saying it's the best game in the world. He's like, this game is fucking broken. You know, he's going around saying what's wrong with it, and everybody's like, oh, you fucking sold out. I'm like, and I fucking messaged him. I'm like, well, apparently if you have people that are pissed off, you're doing your job the right fucking way, whether you like it or not.
Exactly. I actually seen that exact tweet from the big YouTuber Angry Joe. Angry Joe's like, people are mad at me no matter what. Like, he was giving advice to that one vlogger, Boogie, the big fat guy. He was telling him, he goes, no matter what you do, people will be pissed off at you. He goes, look at me. Every single day, people either say I'm money grubbing or I'm the guy who's saving, speaking the truth. So I guess I'm doing something right because everyone hates me in different angles.
But do you also know that Angry Joe just basically, what's him called, in one of the Nostalgia Critics episodes, just boosted that motherfucker's ratings like God knows how much?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Nostalgia Critic, and I think Angry Joe is hilarious. But I can't even if like Angry Joe was like that towards someone, I can't get mad at him because that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, I look at it this way. Like, and it's funny when you saw a lot of people getting butthurt about how the new fucking monetization was going to happen, where they're like, I don't like the fact that YouTube's got to review my videos. And I really wanted to be like, in layman's terms, I don't like that I'm not getting enough money now.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, dude, you know what? There's ways around it. Honestly, if you really want to be an ass, change the shit from gaming to fucking vlogging and still post the video and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know what I'm doing right. I have no idea. Maybe I'm like in this weird zone. I've only ever had one video, and it was the Castlevania Just One Life video that ever had a content ID, and I deleted it, changed the music in one part, and then put it up, and that was the only content ID I ever had. I don't know what I'm doing different.
The issue that I had with that is that you just used the fucking first stage from Castlevania 1 and they fucking striked you for it?
No, it was the the video when I was like the montage where I was going through all the bosses to get to death. I used Bloody Tears, the theme from Castlevania. That's what they got me on.
Are you serious? It's video game. It's video game music.
It's Nintendo.
It's Konami.
Oh no,
Konami.
Right,
Konami is a son of a bitch. Konami and Sega.
Yes.
Those guys.
Dude, what cracks me up is what pisses me off is these companies are going to sit there and send you a fucking a claim strike, and it's like, really, we're doing you guys a favor. If you think about it, we're the ones that are promoting your fucking video game and letting everybody fucking see it, yet you're going to sit there and be like, no, you guys can't make money off of it.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing like those 2 Let's Plays I decided to do, like the game dev story and that Long Live the Queen. I tweeted out to the makers of the game, and they were like, sure. Dude, like the game dev story guys love me. I've sold like 12 copies of their game.
Dude, that game is awesome. I'm not going to lie, I fucking bought that because of you, because I was enjoing the hell out of it.
Yeah,
I haven't played it yet.
Dude, it's fucking fun. I mean, it's hilarious. Like, when there's actually, like, I get real fucking strategic with it, trying to figure out, like, what game is going to get me, like, a 10. A 10 rating whenever your ratings come in, because, like, I've seen some of yours where you're like, fuck, we'll go, and it comes up like a 2. I'm like, well, that sucks. And I've had a few that came back, as a 2. And I'm like, well, I did something wrong. And one of them I was like, fuck it, dude. I had, like, every rating through the fucking roof for it. I'm like, of course, didn't need, like, great dialogue. And I'm like, fuck it, we'll fucking put that. And I got a 1. I got a fucking 1. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Motherfuckers, I give you the best graphics, the best fucking content, everything, and you give me a 1? Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I get so bad at that game. I get so like my last video of the game Dev Tycoon. I decided to do sports, and it doesn't even tell you the type of sport. It's just sports, and I'm on version 1 3D graphics, and when I'm thinking version 1 3D graphics in their world, I'm thinking like early computer, like early PlayStation graphics, 9s and 10s. I'm like, and I'm already on the PlayStation 2 era. And I'm like,
yeah, I was cracking up because I saw the DS, and you're like, ooh, finally. Like, this is gonna be awesome. Figimon.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Figimon. I was just like. It's like, give me money. And then everyone started yelling at me because I didn't notice to send my employees out for vacation. And they're like, I was like, I run a sweatshop, son of a bitch.
You ain't getting no vacation. Dude, that, honestly, like, anytime that shit shows up in my fucking email, because thanks to nothing showing up in my sub box on fucking YouTube, I changed it around to all the channels that I want to pay attention to anything. I get emails about it now, because I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, because at one point...
You can never trust Subbox, period.
No.
Yeah, I've known that for the last year. But I think it was something like, somebody's like, dude, did you check my video out? I'm like, you posted a video? Never showed up in my sub box. He was like, yeah. I'm like, hold on. And then I had to go back and went through the list of everything and was like, fuck it, I'm just going to make it where I get emails about everything.
Yeah, I might as well try that too.
Dude, it works. I mean, granted, it's really fucking odd because sometimes you'll get the shit like a day fucking later. Like anytime Apocalypse,
a fucking week later.
Yeah, I know. Well, Apocalypse will post something and I'm like, okay, and I go to the fucking video and it's already got like 10,000 views on it. I'm like, how long has this thing been out?
Exactly.
And I look at the date and I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, that happens when we have Apocalypse videos and caps. Like, I go, oh, look. He goes, hey, look, he's doing something Minecraft-wise. That looks interesting. And click on it, and I'm like, it's like, when did this video come out?
I've been watching a lot of, like, the Battlefield stuff. I mean, one of them was just the Easter eggs and all the fucking multiplayer maps and shit, which is amusing as hell. But one of them I found probably, like, a year ago, and I never really paid attention to it until probably about 6 months ago, and it's Chawboy HD. And his shit is absolutely hilarious. I think it's just the fact that he's Scottish, so he already has that thick fucking brogue.
Yeah.
And then they're just ass clowns with like all they do is troll. They do goofy shit, you know. They'll play and everything else, but it comes down to like they're trolling half the fucking time. And that's where I got the idea for the MRAP to fucking put that. I don't know if you guys saw that video where I put an MRAP on. We were on Flood Zone and we put it from A to fucking B.
Yeah.
And what they did was they were on Siege of Shanghai on the one shore on the A side. They threw down fucking the M15 mines, 2 slams, and a whole fuck ton of C4. And they put it on the roof of B on the fucking building. And they said it's a glitch with the mines for some strange reason. When you set them off, it'll put like, you know, everything like 20 fucking times higher than it needs to be. And I'm like, well, let's see what we can do. So the one game we got into, we put an MRAP on Seaside, and it was just C4. We just threw C4 down. That thing sent me to the other side of the fucking water. I was like, yeah. I was so pissed because I thought I had the audio fucking running at the same time. Apparently on my Xbox I didn't. I had it instead of playing through, I just had it playing through headphones, so it wasn't playing through both. Because 20 seconds before that, my buddy Taco took out a fucking helicopter with an RPG, and he was flipping shit. Like, that's all you heard was him, like, yeah! I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? He's like, fuck, I took a helicopter out. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud.
See, the only trolling or glitch thing I ever took advantage of was back in the day on Dreamcast or Phantasy Star Online. And one of the characters in Fantasy, you get these like almost like a big 2-handed sword. And I found out if you did his combo and then went into his inventory and then came back mid-combo, if you were swinging at a player, there was a chance that all of a sudden he will lock onto you, which means you just drag him around anywhere you want, and it didn't matter if he went to different zones. You were just so you just see me walking backwards, and you see him trying to run away, but he's getting dragged along. So I'll be in the middle of the main quad area before you go to the zones. And I'll just be like, hey, come on, have a mission. We'll go to mission. I'm just dragging him to the dragon. And I'm just...
Dude, I figured it out. If you have the EOD bot on Battlefield 4 and they're laying down and you literally drive through them, it starts dragging them. So I start dragging people out of bounds and shit.
Fucking EOD bot's got him by the pants leg and shit.
Yeah, dude. The one time I finally figured out how to do team kills because we were playing a game and these guys are just standing on our spawn, fucking teabagging the ground and shooting at everything, and I'm like, really? You're not? We're playing Conquest. You're not gonna play the fucking objective? Fuck it. Let me go hop in the fucking four-wheeler. Go take the four-wheeler, and as you're about to fucking hit them, you hop off, and the fucking four-wheeler hits them, and they die. So, like, the one game, my buddy Johnny's like, dude, we got people over here. He's like, there's 6 of them that are just fucking laying down trying to fucking snipe. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. I'm like, that explains why we're losing everything. So I was like, fuck it. It was on a Zavad 311 in the back wooded area.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to sit there and take the fucking four-wheeler. And I fucking launched it and hopped off and watched this thing bounce on fucking all 6 of them. I get a message, thanks, asshole. I'm like, play the game. I'm like, PTFO, motherfucker, or get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's PTFO or GTFO.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that shit. Like, even if you're playing Call of Duty or, anything that's going to be an objective-based game, fucking play the objective. If not, go play Team Deathmatch.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
I can't stand when someone's not playing the objective in the game, no matter what game it is. Just play the objective. I'm just like,
I completely agree with you. Like, for instance, like when you guys were going with like the trolling and everything, my favorite, hands down, was the recon drone in MW3. Hands fucking down. So.
Piss people off with that thing.
Oh no shit, dude. So what I would do is that, like, say if I was playing hardcore domination, like if I was just in my trolling mood, and someone's like, say for instance in Terminal, that like little plus sign fucking garden thing that's right in front of Burger Town. If someone was camping right there, I put the recon drone right on them, right? And odds are, and like for the most part, there would be a fucking SAM turret, in that like in the what's his name, the boarding area, I guess it is, or the lounge. And the thing would try shooting up. And odds are it would be that motherfucker's SAM turret. Destroys my recon drone, but they die at the same time. So it's like, yes!
I started doing that with the Javelin missile on Battlefield 4. If you find somebody on the other team, and they're looking, like, we would hop on some of the roofs and shit and find another fucking vehicle right around the corner. And if you aim at the vehicle while you're looking at the person, when it fucking comes out, it fucking hits them right off the fucking bat.
Nice.
And then I found out, if, like, let's say if you want to, like, put C4 on something, like, by somebody, if you shoot the C4, the fuck zip-zappity zoom are you doing?
yeah, I don't know.
Hold on.
Drawing.
Like the last hour.
Woody's gamer tag?
What is interesting.
Anyways, if you,
He's gonna talk about smoking weed again, so it's all good, I guess.
Oh,
Huh?
wonderful. Oh my god.
Woody's got some fucking weird topics to talk about.
Woody
He's a
just wants
fucking retard.
attention.
He wants attention, and he's a fucking retard.
People, and this is, and I kind of said a little commentary on this. There's big YouTubers, which I don't mind. I'm just like, hey, yeah, even if they're a little bit of a money grubbing kind of person, I'm like, you know what? Make your money. It's going to be short-lived, whatever. And then there's some people I just find despicable the way they do it. Woody's one.
Star.
Yeah, he's up there as well. But the thing is, I always laugh because everyone hates like PewDiePie, and I'm
I
like,
don't hate him.
I'm like, I don't hate him at all. I'm like, I don't like any of his stuff, but I'm like, he's actually just like the only guy who legitimately epitomizes.
Oh, he
Even
hustles.
this-
Oh, he hustles.
Yeah, he does.
No, he hustles. He hustles, but he doesn't do anything like, like.
Well, I mean,
Woody or
hustles
anything.
by he's pumping out the videos.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
he pumps out the videos. He gets his stuff because he's smart enough to know that this can't last forever.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Same with like White Boy 7th Street. Now I don't hate him, and I know a lot of people do, right? But I have no personal beef with him. But I'm like, how can you fucking hate? Like, honestly, I mean, this guy, he's over 2 million subscribers. I mean, he's no fucking KY or Speedy, but this guy actually does make some decent content. I mean, but the only thing I don't understand with this dude is how can you have so many life experiences over a course of 2 years and you just explain them all? Shit, I don't even remember what happened 3 years ago.
I just find it hard to watch his videos with the sound turned down because I can't take that fucking voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. I'd rather listen to a dying baby sheep.
My English Mooney.
Yeah, no shit.
See,
I have to say, dude, like, the thing with Keemstar, which cracked me up recently, I don't know if you guys heard about that bullshit.
No, what happened?
Where, okay, there was a sponsor that,
Oh, I heard about this.
the Bad
I
Kid
heard about
podcast.
this.
So his fucking manager said, okay, they took the sponsorship money and they fucking, put it up on the Bad Kid podcast. It was a white power fucking website. Now,
Being trolled, troll the ultimate troll.
Yep. And the funny thing is, you would figure that if your name is on a product, right, being the head person, you would at least fucking look at some of the sponsorships that you're going to be fucking giving out.
Whore don't discriminate. Whore doesn't discriminate who she fucks.
Yeah. But, dude, I don't know, man. If I were to fucking, let's say, mysteriously get sponsors for this bullshit, which I would never see happening, I would at least fucking double check everything. You don't want to fucking all of a sudden go, have a fucking tranny website.
At least discount double check.
Yeah, exactly. This actually kind of brings up a thing. I was talking with another YouTuber, Carlos Valdosta. He did an interview with me, and I talked about a lot of these big YouTubers. And I said, there's two things that a lot of people complain about with these big YouTubers, how they run their business. And I said, there's two reasons for it. One, most of these guys are big because they were the best there was in the very beginning, and that was it.
Yep.
That's it.
There are exceptions.
There are exceptions.
Vanos Gaming, hands down.
Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions. There's ones who actually went in it full force, but a lot of the bigger, I would say, Call of Duty commentators mainly, they got in early, and that's how they got big. They were the best of the early ones.
Yes.
And he goes, the second thing is that this is such a new business. They don't know how to run it, and you're talking to a group of people who are not businessmen. They can pretend they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing, and they're just getting taken advantage of, and then just go ramshot, making stupid decisions the entire way.
Well, some of them too. You think about it; they're young kids, when they fucking first started. It's not like they're our age or anything of that sort. They were like in high school, fucking doing their shit, and there you go. And then they got big because that was pretty much the only thing that was out there on YouTube.
Yeah, like anybody who wanted to watch their material. Like, look at the crew, for instance. They're all younger than I am.
Yeah, KYR Speedy and all them. And of course,
he's only 22, 23. And he's one of the highest subscribed people on YouTube. But I will admit, the motherfucker is funny. And the shit he does, he is hilarious. Like, I give him credit.
Their own.
But I think that some of the people that they hang out with, like G18 or Sidearms or Shadow, they're not funny. To me, they're not funny. But I don't understand why they're part of the crew. I guess they're just because they're like really tight friends.
Like ever.
Everyone needs a yes man.
Yeah, no shit. I don't know. I really, to be honest with you, I really don't pay attention to like KYR Speedy or any of them.
I don't know who any of them are.
Like, my whole thing is, it's really funny. Like, if you've got over like 40,000 subs, 9 times out of 10, I'm not subscribing to you because, it's really weird. Like, a lot of those people, like, once they get big, they just don't give a fuck. Like, some of their stuff just comes out very, like, I will say Vanos Gaming, I do watch it as shit, because that's absolutely, like, their shit's pretty damn amusing, a lot of the goofy shit that they do. But, like, certain other channels, certain other channels, I just don't pay attention to. I mean, because, like, whoop-de-fucking do. You're going to pump out, like, 20 fucking videos a day if you fucking can, and, there's, like, no thought process to some of the shit.
Yeah, well, here's a question to everybody. Who kind of encouraged you to start all this? Like, legitimately said, not just, I want to try it myself, but, like, you're watching it and saying, hey, I could do what that guy is doing.
I got an easy answer for you. LP literally created my channel.
I have 2 answers. Mine, when I first started watching YouTube and, like, watched Call of Duty, was White Boy. But what got me to actually, like, was the kickstart was straight up Knives.
Yeah. Same.
Because I just thought he was funny, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do.
Chuck.
I think I'm a pretty funny guy.
Chuck, boy.
I think I'm a pretty funny guy overall. I don't know yet. But then I was like, you know what, let me try playing and try making people laugh. And then it was Mr. Technical Difficult who got my channel recognized a little bit.
See, for me, it's kind of weird. Like I know a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys play Battlefield, and you guys play Call of Duty, and all that kind of stuff. I think I came from like this weird angle, and I honestly don't know. I think it was Pika mainly who got me introduced to a bunch of you guys, because I came from like ScrewAttack.com that focused on like retro games and stuff like that. I came from watching guys like Pro Jared or Peanut Butter Gamer or the guys from the normal boots guys, Angry Joe. So I come from like this weird mentality that like I had when I started YouTube, it was like Call of Duty wasn't even in my mindset. It was like one of those like, oh, I like Call of Duty. I'll mess around a little bit, but it was all about like, let's see. Like my goal is to have a channel that looks like it could be on the website Normal Boots, the Jontrons, the Pro Jareds, the Angry Joes. That's my angle, and I think that's. I always feel kind of funny because when I talk to everybody who does YouTube, vast majority of them are doing Battlefield and Call of Duty, and I just feel like this weird, awkward guy. Like, hey, I play Battletoads.
But that's the thing, though. That's what works for your channel because you're not like everybody else.
Backsmasher.
Like you're not the mainstream. Like that's the thing I loved about it. Like between you and like Terrible Pain. I loved, like, that was the other thing. Like, it was great to see somebody do, like, wrestling or fucking dirt or, doing, like, Dirt 3, their montages and shit. And then going onto your channel and seeing that you were doing all the, the retro games. That's what fucking, I was like, finally, there's somebody else out there that's doing something different, Or, like, Inside Eddie with his shit where, he has his show. And he's not really a video game channel, but, he does talk about the console news and everything else and... and brings up the goofy fucking web stories, which always crack me the fuck up.
Yeah. Like
a dude jumping over a fence and impaling his asshole with a fucking rake fucking handle.
Oh.
Hey, Backsmasher.
What?
You know what Fig reminds me of when it comes to our YouTube channels?
Yeah.
You remember back in the '90s when there was like the big grunge movement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fig is no doubt.
No
I
doubt.
wouldn't go that far.
Because like they came in when it was like in the middle of the grunge era, and they were like this poppy ska band. So basically, I'm saying like you were the one that's like.
He's calling you a girl.
I just want to let you know, Big. I looked deep into your eyes one time, and I saw Gwen Stefani. I'm telling you.
I actually have no response.
I don't know.
I don't know how to respond. I don't know the proper.
I don't know how I would
Thank
respond
you.
to being called like out in the middle of the grunge phase. That's,
I especially love it when he puts his hair in those little cute little cornrows. It's awesome.
Exactly, but no doubt, I'd rather been like Green Day or like
something
or
of
the
sort.
Aquabats.
Shit, I'll just call you
crap.
fucking Space Hog or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Aquabats, they have a fucking TV show which cracks me the fuck up.
That cracks me up so much considering that like I met some of those dudes and like the like what I known from them from the past. I'm actually kind of happy for them because it's like they were doing this crap for so long and not giving a fuck. And literally, people watch the show now like, oh, it's a funny kid show. You're like, they don't know like they did the same shtick on stage, but it wasn't really PG. The joke was they treated it like a kid show, but everything was like an R-rated joke.
It's kind of like how Pee Wee Herman, the fucking his shit was back in HBO.
Yeah, back in the day, dude.
Oh yeah, people forget how dirty. Like the whole joke with Pee Wee was like he's the innocent one and everyone else is like dirty as hell.
Well, it cracks me up. It's like Bob Saget's fucking stand-up comedy.
Oh, dude,
If you
speaking of that, real quick. Is it me, or when you saw the Super Bowl commercial, did Dave Coulier still look like a faggot? Just saying. You don't remember that, I guess. No one watched Full House.
No, I watched Full House, but
No.
Dave, he pretty much looked the same as he did in the show.
That's what I'm saying. He still looks like a faggot. Just saying. He still looks retarded. Awkward.
I love how we all
dude.
we all just fucking laid out on him like a boss.
That awkward silence.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
for at least
go
25
ahead.
seconds.
Go ahead. The Bob Saget stand-up.
Brett's like, if you're gonna interrupt me, at least bring something good. Shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck was that?
Fucking Dave Coulier joke. Get the fuck out of here. He fucked Alanis Morissette. Get off his balls.
Oh my god.
Squirrel.
So did Ryan Reynolds. That's a scary thing. He was actually engaged to her at one point.
I gotta tell you, she had to be a raging bitch with all them songs. She's got to be a bitch on wheels, man.
Gotta be.
That's the type of woman cut your cock off in your sleep.
Yeah,
Feed
Bring
into
about
you.
time.
And it was probably on purpose too, because she's like, man, I need a new record.
Yeah. I hadn't had a Grammy in a few years. Who do I need to date?
Yeah.
It's like, who do I got to kill for a platinum record?
That's
Yeah, no
that's
shit.
the Taylor Swift method.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
there you
right.
go. I'm still trying to figure out where they fucking, classify her as country music.
Oh, it's heavy on the cunt.
Yeah, it really fucking is. So, like, it's funny though. Like, as we were talking, like Bob Saget. If you've never seen his stand-up, and everybody knows him for fucking,
I
Full
was
House.
stunned when you told me to watch
Oh,
that. I was
my God, dude.
stunned.
My wife was like, she's like, oh, okay, so he does stand-up. I'm like, you gotta watch it. And she's like, okay. I'm like, and just be prepared to be blown the fuck away. And she's like, why is it hilarious? I'm like, I think it's absolutely fucking funny. She's not really big on the dick and fart jokes, but she ends up watching. She's like, halfway through, she's like, oh my fucking God, I'm so appalled right now.
Yeah.
She's like, I thought he was, such a great freaking TV dad, and now, like, what the fuck is this?
I kept waiting for Uncle Jesse to come out with a bar of soap.
The best part was I knew about Bob Saget because like how dirty it was during like the whole Full House era. Because my buddy was like, you know what? This is all a lie. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I seen this guy stand up. He goes, he was that dirty even before Full House.
Oh yeah, he worked blue every time he worked blue.
Documentary on that, and then like Bob Saget, he was hating life, having to having to be like this prissy fucking upbringing kind of person.
Yep.
And the first time I saw the Bob Saget stand up, I think it was the one he did in 2001, I think it was. And I saw it on the airplane. I saw it on a trip to Vegas, and I was like, wow, I did not know Bob Saget was like that. Like, that blew me away. I mean, and I watched like a shitload of stand-up comedies, but that was like, holy fuck.
Don't you know he just wanted to teabag those Olsen twins right on the show? Just fucking. I swear, I came into the middle of that show. It was on. It came on HBO or something. I turned it on. The first thing I heard him say was he looked in the audience and he said, "You better laugh at that joke, you son of a bitch." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. I actually kind of had a funny experience similar to that. It was this girl wanted to go on a date, and she goes, "Hey, I got free tickets to go see Tracy Morgan." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be cool." And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, he's in the background while someone else is doing some setup. And she goes, "He looks drunk." And I'm like, it's like, "What, you don't know?" She goes, "No, I know. I see him from 30 Rock." And I'm like, "Oh, no. You don't know Tracy Morgan."
Dude, my favorite line from him is, "You can get that TV set. You can get that TV set. You just got to gag."
He walks up on stage with a white beater, some messed up jeans, and this watch that looked like it was a good like $100,000 with diamonds on it. And he walks up and with a beer in his hand, he goes, "If anyone was wondering, I'm drunk. Yes.
Yeah.
And this watch right here, no one take it because I got a gun."
I think the first time I was thrown off, it was Bob Saget, and my brother was like, "Yeah, I was out in California." He's like, "Yeah, I got tickets to go see Bob Saget." I'm like, "Okay, cool," thinking nothing of it. I'm like, "All right, whatever, we'll go fucking see a decent show." And right off the bat, his first opening line was, "All right, motherfuckers, if you think that I'm gonna act like the dad from Full House, you're fucking mistaken." And I was like, "Okay." I looked down, my brother's like, "Dude, he's fucking hilarious. Just keep watching." And oh my God, I was blown away at that point. I was like, "This is fucking epic. This is fucking great."
Yeah.
You know who I was surprised at in my younger days that was actually like funny, but I never really took anything of it until my later years was George Carlin.
It didn't get better than Carlin.
Yeah, and when I watched him Bill and Ted, I was like, wow, this guy sucks. And then I saw his 2001 stand-up Complaint and Grievances, and I was like, this motherfucker's hilarious.
Dude,
and the best thing about Carlin is, and it's actually kind of scary, it shows like how slow society has moved. His jokes still work today.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's just like
His shit has always been fucking on point, though. I mean, you think about it even in the 70s, like on Netflix, they have like a whole bunch of his stuff.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Just
And you
because I
sit
love
there and
George
go back
Carlin.
and watch it, and it's absolutely fucking hilarious. The funniest thing to me was, since I've got kids, he was on fucking Thomas the Tank Engine.
yeah.
He was the fucking conductor. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is the same guy that's like rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat, 69 asshole tied in a knot. You're like, really?
Yeah.
This kid's doing kids TV.
This girl I dated, she had a little girl, and she was watching Thomas the Tank Engine, and then George Carlin strolls up, and I just have this look, like, and the girl I dated, she looks at me, she goes, "Don't say anything." It was like this dirty secret that me and this girl were like, oh, it's like okay, but I was like, I'm like, you know what? Everyone has a different side. He probably did this for his grandkids.
Yeah,
it
we
was
need more money.
perfect for the priest in Dogma. It was
Oh
perfect.
god.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Buddy Jesus.
Yep.
And he's like, I give you Buddy Jesus. It's a working title, but it's kind of got that zing.
The first time I saw Dogma, I was dying laughing. It was like 7, 8 of my friends there, and there was this one girl. She was just hardcore religious, and we're sitting there like drunk off her ass. So she's already like not happy with us. And my buddy pops in Dogma. She goes, "Oh, it's about the church."
Kinda, sorta.
She's like,
Yeah.
Wow.
she's like, "I think I have a phone call." And gets up and leaves.
But dude, it's funny on how much flack Kevin Smith got for that fucking movie, like in the hometown of, like, you know, in his hometown, like he was like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, his mom's just like, I can't believe you made that movie, and he's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I thought the movie was absolutely hilarious, because, you know, I mean, nothing against religion, you know, to each their own, but at certain points it feels like it's, you know, it's kind of like
religion
Christmas.
has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every religion
well,
has
it's funny,
sense of
dude.
humor.
Yeah, but you know, like with the Catholics.
It
They
gets
just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep thinking it's the fucking bottom of the boy's assholes with it.
It's in there somewhere.
Am I hit it deep enough up on my fucking?
Keep digging.
Dude, that's like the one thing, honestly. Like, growing up, you know, in a Catholic household, fucking drove me nuts. You know, and my dad hated it too. Like, my dad was like, "You don't have to go to church." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go." Like, my dad grew up, of course, you know, Irish Catholic family, hates the fucking church, like, absolutely has issues with it completely. I mean, his sophomore year, the head priest told him he'd amount to nothing. And if this were nowadays, my dad would have been taken out of fucking school by the cops. And he looked at the fucking fucking priest and goes, "I will fucking kill you." And then proceeded to chase him around the fucking school into the guy fucking locked himself in the teacher's lounge, and my dad tried to break the fucking door down. I was like, understand, no wonder. And then the next year, that school actually closed down, and he had to go to public school. And he's like, "That was the greatest day of my life." I'm like, "Oh my god."
See, my mother, she's a Catholic schoolgirl. Like, literally graduated from high school from a Catholic school. Straight up 1970s, wearing the dress, and like her teachers behind her were nuns. And it was the old school style. My mom was like, "Yeah, I'm talking about the, like, stick out your hand and get your hand with a ruler type."
Mm-hmm. My grandfather had issues with the Catholic Church because of that. Because I remember he ended up taking a typing class, and of course, guys weren't supposed to take typing class. But if your hands weren't set to the fucking home keys, he showed me the back of his hands, and he had these scars that were fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Because they had the fucking wood ruler that had the metal fucking piece in it, and they would fucking, instead of just smacking your hand with the flat part, they would use the fucking metal piece and rock you on the fucking back of the hand with it.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't know how you fucking did that, Pop.
Yeah.
Take a hand off one day, they'll stop that shit.
Yeah, shit, dude.
I asked my mom, like, it's like, "Man, was it rough?" She goes, "The old ones were rough." She says there was like these two younger, like, nuns. Everyone wanted classes with them because they were like the 25, 26-year-olds, and they're like, "Oh, they're joking around." And I'm just like, it's like, "Oh, they were the nice teachers." And like, yeah, she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, dude, I definitely, you know, I'm glad that I went to public school, to be honest with you, because I know I would have never made it in Catholic school. The way my attitude was. I mean, it was bad enough I went to church. And the worst was, like, my grandmother, when towards the end of her life, before she got put into the nursing home, she had dementia and Alzheimer's. And I blame the electroshock therapy that they fucking did back in the fucking 40s and 50s for if you were depressed or anything else. And we were trying to figure certain things out on top of that.
Yep.
She pretty much was like full-blown postpartum depression. I mean, she had 9 kids.
Wow.
So, like, you know,
that,
and no
that
sooner,
would
like,
depress the shit out of me.
well, no sooner, the Catholics don't believe in, you know, using a condom. And after each kid, it was like, you know, 11 months later, there was another fucking kid that popped out.
Yeah.
So that whole time, she was pretty much in postpartum, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really funny because she was diehard Catholic. I mean, went to Mass 4 times a day. And I remember the one time I was like, you know what, I'll go visit my grandmother. Let me go see Grandma Harrington. Let me go hang out with her. And I just wanted to stop in and say hi. And she's like, Joseph, come here. I'm like, it's not Joseph. I'm a lot shorter and browner. Not Joseph. Don't have red hair. Don't have blue eyes.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I'm the polar opposite of the
you should have
pale-faced fucking
invented
Irish
all
guy.
kinds of ideas. You need to give Brett lots of money.
And get killed by the rest of the fucking family for fucking embezzling money from my grandmother.
Yeah.
So
In Cuba.
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't know how
that's why I'm glad about my grandmother, like my great grandmother before she passed, 102, and everything was still there.
Wow.
Like she still had everything.
She really hung in there, didn't she?
Yeah, she literally she hung in there, and she was like, I saw her at her 98th birthday. I walked up and she said my name. She knew I was in college. She knew my brother was in the military. Knew what rank he was in. And then some guy came by once. I remember this vividly, because she's you're in the 90s. You're not really like jumping, doing backflips or anything like that. Guy tried to come up. It was the Dominican Republic. Tried to pull some hustle. I'm about to say something. She gives me this little look. Not only does she hustle the hustler, she gets him arrested after she took about 20 pesos from him. She did like this weird like money math, like, here, I'll give you $20, but can I have change for this? But oh, I'm sorry, honey, I need to do this. And literally by the end of it, she goes, I got $20. You want ice cream?
I want to party with that woman.
I think
That'd be kind of hard
I'm getting the DeLorean up to 88. We're gonna party.
I watched that entire transaction and I was like, wait, is she doing nothing I think she's doing? And then she was done. I was like 13 years old going, oh my God, I am not going to try anything with great grandma.
At least I give you guys credit, man. You guys met your grandparents and great grandparents. I never met mine.
Mm-hmm.
Never had that.
It's not all sunshines and roses.
It's not all sunshine and roses.
Yeah, but
trust me, they're a royal pain in the ass when they want to be.
Yeah,
But you still had those good times with your grandparents and everything. You know, I never had that. I always had a fucking bitch mom and a father who was always gone.
Hey,
You know, it sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do?
I remember you talking about yours having your wits about her. I remember mine she was like 86, and she called me and she said, Sean, does it really cost $700 for one of those little satellite dishes? I'm like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. The fuck you say? I'm about to kill somebody.
Yeah, exactly. My great grandmother on my dad's side, man, she was a piece of work. If she didn't want to do something, there is nothing that's gonna ever happen. She was up in Brooklyn, New York. She's 92 years old. All this stuff going on. My dad buys her a air conditioning unit, right? Literally turns it on, puts the air conditioning on, doesn't want that. Literally uninstalls it herself. 90-something-year-old uninstalls the air conditioning unit herself. And my dad comes back the next day, sees it uninstalled, puts it back up, locks it in so she can't get it out, hires some kids downstairs in the apartment to come upstairs to uninstall it and then take it with them.
Fucking granny's selling the copper out of the brand new air conditioning.
Yeah. My dad's like, he goes, it's 97 degrees in New York City. It's burning up in Brooklyn. Why are you doing this? And her exact response was this. She goes, I'm 92 years old. I grew up in Puerto Rico all the time when I was young. No air conditioning unit. Why do I need it now?
She got a point.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Good point on that one.
yeah, but my dad, well, my dad's like, he's like, but he's like, but Grandma, you're not like 14 anymore in Puerto Rico. You're 92 in Brooklyn.
You have to admit, though, it's kind of hard to argue with that logic, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, while you're totally in the right to get her one, it's hard to argue with the fact that she don't fucking want it, man.
Yeah, he gave up when she later gave us. He goes, "Do you even know these guys?" She goes, "No, they just look like they could carry an air conditioning unit."
God damn.
Yeah, so going to see my grandmother, I got drug into the long mass, a 4-hour mass.
Oh, I hate those.
Oh,
I've been to one at like one of those like fucking what is it? Like I'm not trying to sound like racist or anything, but one of those black churches where it's like very enthusiastic.
Oh, the Baptist.
Southern Baptist.
Dude, those Southern Baptist churches are the shit, dude.
I was like,
I'll be
what?
honest to God, I'll
Those are
go
fun
to
to
those.
watch.
Dude, those have been the best to go to, man. I've had more fun going to those than I did fucking Catholic fucking church. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
That's like the absolute fucking worst.
Well, no, the thing is that like from what I remember, I think it was like maybe 11 or 12, and that the fucking woman in the front, like she looked like she was having a fucking seizure, like on the ground and everything, like you know.
Oh, she was having the spirit.
I'm
That's
like,
what
She
it
was
looks
having a
like.
spirit.
No, and the only thing I was thinking was like, what the fuck is this? An exorcism? You know?
Kind of.
That's pretty much how it is for them, though, man. When they fucking feel the Holy Spirit coming onto them, holy
Don't
shit.
get me wrong. I mean, like, you know, I have nothing against that, but you know, I was like, and my mindset at then was just like, calm down. You know?
Dude, yeah, that'll never happen in a fucking.
No, I'm like I said, I was 11.
No, yeah.
So I didn't know.
Yeah,
Any better.
that's the one thing. Like honestly, that's what I.
Mario,
loved about
stop
it.
going down the fucking pipe.
You know, that's the one thing I loved about it was the fact that it was always it's so fucking energetic. How can you not fucking get up and out of your seat and fucking move around and shit? Like that's what always cracked me up. Like I had buddies. One of my buddies fucking took me to it when I was in Texas. And he's like, dude, you gotta fucking come to church. I'm like, maybe. He's like, no, dude. He's like, it's Southern gospel. I'm like, all right, I'm there. He goes, you serious? I'm like, dude, I've seen this shit before. I was like, it looks like fun. Let's go fucking do it. And went to church, and it was a fucking blast, dude. It was like a 2-hour fucking sermon, and it was funny as hell. Because at the end, it's like, look to the person to your right and make sure you shake their hand and you thank them for everything. I was like, hell yeah! And they're not shaking hands; they're fucking giving everybody hugs and shit.
Yeah, like the one I went to was like shake a hand if you're a grown up. He goes, but if you want to get funky, give a high five, and then people are giving like high five. I was like looking around like so my buddy who took me there, I was like, I'll give you a high five. I was just like, okay.
It was funny as hell because like when they had the donation fucking handout thing, dude, I ended up dropping a $100 bill on that thing. I was like, hell yeah, this shit's fun. So every Sunday and every Wednesday I went to church just because it was a blast. I could have cared less what was going on, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, if I was hungover, 9 times out of 10, I ended up going to Catholic church.
Because it was quiet.
I got to eat it was quiet. I got to eat something and drink some fucking grape juice.
Yeah.
I got the Christ wafer. Oh, yay.
Hey, Brett, I'm going to run. Her RA's flared up real bad.
Oh, shit. All right, man. No problem, dude.
If I can get back, but I'm going to get her in the shower because she's hurting bad.
Yeah.
Sure.
Take care
Tell her
of
to burn one. Yo,
Take
tell
care
her
of
to burn
family.
one.
That's what I was just fixing to say. That's exactly what I went and told her. She goes, "Oh, okay." So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get her fixed up, and I'll watch if I can. I'm gonna watch in there in the bedroom. If I can get back, I'll come back.
All right, no problem.
Just fill the
Later,
bathtub
boys.
up and so yeah.
All right,
I say
man.
just fill the bathtub up, with water, stick her in there, make it a big water bomb.
See, that's why we keep you around, Cobra, right there.
Yeah, well,
That's what we're talking about.
Fucking next round of the entire thing.
All right, boys.
All right, man.
We'll
See
see
ya.
you, Wiggy.
All right,
Take
later.
care.
Wiggy.
That's the shit we used to do with the fucking 5-gallon fucking water containers. Fucking chop the bottom off of that shit and use the bathtub.
There you go.
Make yourself a nice gravity bong.
See, I watched that all the time. Grew up in Southern California, and then I was a dork who didn't do anything. Like my friends always like. I love it because I wish I could find this picture. All I did was hang out with punkers and gangsters, and that's all I hung out with. And I was the dork wearing like my freaking varsity jacket and slacks.
You were that. So you were like that kind of guy, and then like you didn't hang out with like the other varsity guys.
No, because all those guys were backstabbing nerds. At least these guys, if a fight happened, they would have my back.
If you were hanging out with the stoners and a fight happened, they'd be like, "Dude, that's fucking awesome."
No, not my friends stoners. My friends stoners would be like, "Fight, let's go."
No, for me, because I was a huge stoner when I was a teenager, and then when I got out of the military, and I was just like, "Fuck, I don't feel like fighting."
Dude, we used to fucking, I don't know, man. That was the one thing, like, everybody's like, oh, when you get high, you don't want to fight. I'm like, you apparently did not fucking grow up with some of the guys I fucking grew up with.
Exactly. Because I got into so many fights. 90% of them was because of my friends. Like,
yeah, like any opportunity that fucking arose, man, it was like, yep, all right, shit, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened to me. And people look at me now and they're like, "Oh, you never got in fights. You're so happy, Fig." I'll go, young Fig got into. I probably have over 150 fights I've been in, all because of we're at a party. It always happened the same way. It was like almost like clockwork. We're at a party. Everyone's having beers. Some argument happened. Someone threw a punch. And sooner or later, one of those guys realized I'm with them, so therefore I need to be in the fight now. I got into so many fights that one time I remember this vividly, and like looking back at it, it could have been like one of these skits from a comedy show. I'm talking to this hot little Mexican girl. I have a beer in my hand. There's a fight broke out. I'm completely oblivious. The dude comes by and sucker punches me in the face, makes me spill my beer. And I turned to him, and my only response was, "Dude, my beer!" And I'm pointing to the girl, like, he goes, "Is this your way of cock blocking? What's going on?" And he was standing there confused, because he just punched me. And I wasn't even mad about the punch. I was more mad that he's, like, getting in the way of me talking to this girl.
So what do you say after that?
He just looked at me. I'm just like, I go, "What's going on? What's going on?" And he just stared at me. He goes, like, almost like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Like deer in the headlights?
Yeah, like he was expecting me to swing back and not be like get berated. The last thing he was expecting was like someone to start scolding him for doing it. And he goes, "Oh, there's a fight going on." And I'm like, "Okay, why did you punch me?" And then I walked off, leaving him standing there. And I remember, like, it was such an awkward, like, looking back at the awkward situation, because, again, he was just staring at me, like he was waiting for a punch, and I ended up just kind of, like, giving him a verbal scolding. Because obviously the punch didn't do anything to me, because I guess he figured, like, hey, I gave this guy a sucker punch as hard as I can, and he just gave me a scolding. I probably shouldn't get into a fight with this guy.
Where did he hit you?
What?
Where did he hit you?
Right in the face. He knocked my glasses off and everything.
And it was just like a dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Ruined my
Do I
flojo.
sound like I'm all digitized still or no?
No, actually, sound good.
No, you sound pretty good. You sound pretty good, actually.
Sound fine.
No
All right,
homo.
good. No, I fixed everything, I think. Fucking.
Yeah, you sound perfect right now.
All right, good. Because I was getting bored sitting on my fucking tablet. That thing's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, we just don't have a picture of you.
Well. Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, no, it's just fun times with friends. Well, I don't know what we call it about fun. I don't even know what I talked about was a fun time. But
I sucker punched one time in my life. I was at this club, and I was with a couple friends of mine, and we were just drinking, having a good time, and everything, and we're like trying to impress some girls with some dance moves and everything. All of a sudden, just bam, right to the side of the head right here. And then this guy just started throwing punches. I throw my arms up because I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So this way I can defend myself. The two dudes run out. The two dudes that were fighting ran out. The bouncer comes up to me. He was like, "Were you fighting?" I said, "I didn't do anything." He puts me a full Nelson, throws me out. And I said, "What the fuck?" Yeah. And then I said, I said I wanted to talk to the club owner, and then talk to him. I told him the situation. I said, "Look, I was hanging out with a couple friends of mine. I didn't start anything. We were just, like chilling in front of the bar, having some drinks." He goes, "Well, who's the bouncer?" I said, "That guy." He says, "All right, you're fired. Leave." Wow. I thought you were just gonna like give him a warning or something, but nope, fired right on the spot.
Interesting. That's a jump.
That was quite a jump. I was like a little harsh, but whatever. I went back in, finished my drinks, and then went home.
Hey, it works.
Mhm.
Yep.
So who else? Who else do we have left in here? Seems like I just see
Cove,
pictures.
Young Jay. I don't know. Am I coming up at all or no?
No, I hear your voice, but you're
Yeah,
just.
we hear your voice. It just says XGC Backsmasher.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, well, you know what? I'm actually probably going to fucking end this thing. It's 10 o'clock. We've been
Yeah.
on air for like, an hour and a half. I want to go fucking play Battlefield and kill people.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump on, play some All or Nothing or something. Actually, Fig, what are you doing? You going to bed or whatever?
No, I got like 10 other things I got to do. Like literally, Backsmasher wanted me on here like a couple times, and I was like, oh, I'm too busy. And I'm like, I wish I could tell people all the stuff I do each day, but put it this way: the fact that I put out as much content as I do is a minor miracle.
Oh, if you're on whatchamacallit, if you're on and I'm on, I'll play some. I guess I'll play something. We'll play something together or whatever.
Like Black Ops 2, because
I don't know Black Ops 2.
Oh, okay, because Ghost.
But I'm wearing the shirt. That's the weird thing.
You know what's funny? I got a Ghost shirt. Someone gave me a Ghost shirt for Christmas.
So you got rid of Ghosts already, or?
Yeah, I made a video saying I got rid of Ghosts. Like literally, I sold it to a buddy for $40.
And I also got rid of Ghosts too, and it's only because I need the money to survive.
I can't stand Ghosts. I got rid of that because it was just bullshit.
For me, I don't, and people I think they got the wrong impression with my video. I was like, I'm not saying it was a bad game. It's just boring to me, and that's the thing. Like, it's not a bad game. There's way worse games out there. It's just boring.
Trying to become Battlefield. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Never trying to become Battlefield.
Yeah, the second they started adding all the things from Battlefield, pretty much, I was like, really?
The whole leaning and all that crap.
The contextual fucking leaning, the fucking running and jumping over shit, the whole,
Yeah, dude, the thing with the leaning.
The whole when you go into domination, where you can neutralize a flag. You know, if someone at the end, you can neutral it, and then you can actually get the flag up.
Yeah, that was a Battlefield thing, and then the whole, destructive environment type bullshit. But it's like, the dumbest shit in the fucking world. Like, it's only one thing, and it always does it the one direction, which makes no sense at all.
Whatever, Battlefield, let go.
Yep.
I'm probably get Battlefield sooner or later. I'm just waiting for it to get out of beta.
To be honest with you, I mean, it's not that bad. If you're going to do it, get it for PC, to be honest with you. If you have a PC that can handle it, because it is... They fixed a lot of the shit on PC. They fixed a lot of it on the the next-gen consoles. It's just 360 and fucking PS3 just will be, forever never getting shit fucking done right, because we're, the fucking bottom of the fucking list.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm thinking of getting, probably for PC. But if I do save enough and get it for the Xbox One, I'll get it for the Xbox One.
Yeah, because that's my next thing. I mean, I'm getting so sick and tired of the fucking bullshit. I'm like, you know what? If they don't fucking fix it soon, I'm just gonna go fucking start, playing on the fucking Xbox One, because I've got the money for the Xbox One right now. It's just I'm waiting till. My biggest issue is I've got fucking $200, $300 fucking gaming headset, and I'm not gonna be able to fucking use it. You have to use the fucking adapter bullshit. I'm like, that's fucking horse shit.
Exactly.
I don't want to have a headset on and then take the shitty Xbox One and fucking have it dangling around my neck so I can fucking talk into the mic.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if my trigger work on PS4 or Xbox One if I ever get those.
Probably on the PS4, but not the Xbox One.
Yeah, fucking
Dude,
sucks.
the only company that has a license to make fucking Xbox One headsets, it's Turtle Beach.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only ones right now.
And
Yeah,
the other
and
piece is only going to come probably a year.
Probably another 6 months.
Yeah.
Those dicks.
Right around the time Titanfall comes out is when they said the
Open beta this week for that shit.
Yeah. See, one thing I'm kind of happy of, like, that a lot of people are expecting all these next-gen systems to have like all the new the headsets and all that stuff, is it's speeding up the process of the other last, because a lot of people forget that every time a gen happens, it takes literally like 2 years before anything actually starts happening.
Yeah.
And it was like, now it seems to be sped up, because a game like Titanfall back in the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era would come out 2 years from now.
Yep.
I mean, that's what Gears of War was. Gears of War was Titanfall.
Yeah.
So
what cracks me up is how EA/DICE, like their schedule that they have, because in 2014 or what was it, 2013 was Battlefield 4. 2014 will be Titanfall. 2015 is Battlefront, and then 2016 they're coming out with Battlefield 5, and then 2000 whatever the fuck it is, like the next year they'll come out with Titanfall 2, and then they're going to be doing a Battlefront 2 as well. But it's like, you know what? Can we at least make sure that these games are fixed fully before you fucking bring them the hell out?
Yeah, but dude, the thing you gotta remember about Battlefield 4, EA's whole entire thing is they wanted to rush that out even before.
Oh, I know. Well, that was the whole thing. That was the only thing they cared about. And
yeah,
it
and
fucking
just ended up fucking up.
and yeah, I know. Well, DICE was even they flat out said our game's not going to be ready for another 6 months to actually fully function.
Yeah, DICE games have always been broken ever since like Battlefield 2. DICE games have been like a hot mess of like halfway broken. It always takes 6 months after the fact.
Yeah, like that's when I started playing Battlefield 3, dude. The first time I fucking played it was like a year after the game was already out, and it ran nice and smooth. And then the worst thing was when they started doing all the nerfs and fucking buffs on all the guns, so it just went to fucking shit. Like the game played like crap, but the guns were phenomenal. Then they fixed everything, and the game played smooth, but the guns were shit. And I'm afraid to see that they're gonna fucking do that shit with Battlefield 4, because apparently they're supposed to be fucking doing something to the DMRs, or they're gonna make them fucking stronger. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, I fucking and what my biggest issue with Battlefield, dude, is I hate these kids with the DMRs, because it takes no fucking talent. You have a semi-auto fucking sniper rifle, pretty much, that they're going to sit there and fucking spam, and all you hear is the whole fucking time. I'm like, dude, fucking knock it the hell off.
There's always, in when it comes to first-person shooters and stuff like that, there's always that one gun, or that one perk. There's always that one thing. It's almost like designed that way. Like, here's the noob weapon.
Yeah, like, let's take, for instance, in Ghost, there's the Bulldog. Let's see, Black Ops 2 was the DSR, MW3 was the fucking, the Striker. And then MW2, you had fucking, the Intervention. And then Black Ops 1 was the AK-74U. Every one has that.
No, the FAMAS. That was the FAMAS.
The FAMAS, yeah, that was another
that
one.
thing was, and the ACR was also another one for fucking Modern Warfare 3. Everybody fucking used that gun because it was so fucking OP.
Dude, that shit was a laser gun, fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like,
it was brutal.
And that's, and right now it's like any of the fucking DMRs in Battlefield. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I messaged a kid the other day. I'm like, do you know how to use a real gun? Or is that the only thing you can use? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude.
Oh, we got a picture.
I'm like, yeah, I turned everything else off. The second I fucking exited out of the fucking YouTube is when everything started fucking working.
Of course.
Go fucking figure. It's because of that fucking Flash player, dude. That's what fucked everything up. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But yeah, with the DM, I'm like, dude, do you know how to use a real gun, or do you have to use a semi-auto fucking sniper rifle? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, take the fucking sniper rifle and actually use it, and then fucking come talk to me. And I was like 15 and 4 at that point. He's like, what are you trying to say? I'm like, dude, I'm using a sniper rifle. I'm using the first sniper rifle with all my fucking attachments, and I'm still fucking owning you every time with 2 shots.
Exactly, and every game does that, even fighting games. Like, when I play Third Strike or I play any, like, Street Fighter game, I know the noobs because they automatically go to 2 characters. They go to Ken, and they go to Akuma. Because Akuma could throw air fireballs, and they think, oh, what you gonna do about the air fireballs? But they're also the ones that when they play somebody who knows what they're doing, and they get destroyed, they're the ones that immediately disconnect.
Yeah. Dude, that was like Mortal Kombat back in the fucking day. Everybody used fucking Sub-Zero because you could sit there and be so fucking cheap with Sub-Zero. You could just right off the fucking bat, fucking freeze somebody. You fucking do the fucking slide as they're coming up. You fucking uppercut them. When they're coming down, you fucking hit them with a fucking freeze ball again. And that was a whole thing. Like, you could always tell the seasoned players over the fucking noobs that you were fucking playing against. Because they'd always fucking pull some bullshit. I'm like, really? All right, I'll be a dick and I'll fucking do the same exact thing. Come with Sub-Zero, and I could sit there and block it.
Yep.
Or with Street Fighter, it was somebody would either take fucking Chun-Li, because her fucking kicks, I'm like, oh my god. Or fucking Ken or Ryu. I'm like, really?
My beef was when I first got Mortal Kombat back when in opening day. The people that they were normally the cheap assholes was Noob Saibot smoking Nightwolf, because once with Nightwolf you kept doing that shoulder ram, or this one kid kept doing the shoulder ram, and like regardless, he would just keep doing it and keep doing it, keep doing it, and eventually, regardless, even if it drained your health, you'd still, it would still drain your health and you'd be dead. With Noob Saibot, they would do that fucking teleport slam. But and with Smoke, they would always do that smoke bomb thing that brings you up the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you are cheap motherfuckers.
Now the funny thing is, I'm actually talking about the arcade game back in the day where you actually had to show up and fucking fight next to the person.
Yeah.
That was the greatest thing because you know what? There was never any shit talking back then because the dude's literally standing right next to you.
Yeah.
There was one kid, one time, this kid started running his mouth to me, and after I kicked his ass, I fucking whooped his ass in real fucking life.
But here's the funny thing. It's funny that you say that. For my experience, and because I know more about fighting games, like when you get into like the real fighting game community, especially like Marvel, holy
Marvel
hell,
versus
Marvel,
Capcom, they don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around. You talk about like talking shit. No, these are guys. I know a guy. I witnessed it. He's looking at the guy, not even looking at the screen, saying stuff like, he goes, your mama sucked me off last night. Oh, this combo, you like this combo? He goes, oh, I'm sucking. You're gonna suck. She's gonna suck me off even more. And this whole time, and the other guy starts swinging at him, and he's still beating him. He goes, you can't even hit me in real life, and I'm still kicking your ass.
I think the funniest thing was the bar that I used to work at. They would do Guitar Hero competitions.
Oh.
And we had Guitar Hero 3, which was probably my favorite because I was an asshole with it where I sat there and I could sit there in perfect cult of personality on expert to the
I
point
love that
where
game. That game was so awesome.
from it took a while because I'm so used to playing a real guitar and then trying to fucking use buttons. Well, everybody would bring in their own guitars and shit, like bring in their own stuff. And the funniest thing was my buddy Nando fucking shows up and he goes, "Are you gonna do it tonight?" I'm like, "Do what?" He's like, "You're an asshole to the point where you've memorized the fucking buttons." I'm like, yeah. He goes, because we would play and we'd do the duels and shit, and I'd fucking stare at him in the face the whole time as I'm fucking playing. And I'm like, "You got this. Come on. You need to pick it up. I'm not even looking at the screen. Come on, dude." So I'm shit-faced drunk, and they had a contest where it was $50, cash for the night. And everybody's like, "Yo, you gonna enter?" I'm like, "I don't know if I'm allowed to because I work at the bar." And the owner's like, "Go ahead." He's like, "If you enter," he's like, and you win, you're just not gonna get the money. I'll give it to the second place person. I'm like, "All right, fine, that's no problem." So I start fucking drinking my ass off because I was like, "Fuck it, we'll play darts before this thing starts off." And I had to be drunk to play darts for some strange reason. I can't throw straight with darts when I'm fucking sober, but I can sit there and kill it when I'm shit-faced drunk. So I was like, fuck it. It came down to the championship round, and it's this fucking kid that's really fucking nervous. And I was like, "Dude, we're doing cult of personality." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, let's do it on expert." I'm like, "Okay. No problem. We'll do it on expert then." And it starts off, dude, and I'm fucking staring at him. And he's like, "What are you looking at me? Aren't you supposed to be looking at the screen?" I'm like, "No, dude, I got this the whole fucking time. I'm going to look at you. I'm going to look through you. I'm going to fucking stare at you. And then when I'm done, I'm going to booty rape you." And the whole way and the owner is sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, my God." He's like, "You need to shut up." I'm like, "What's the kid going to do? Fucking hit me with the guitar?" The kid takes a swing at me, take a step back, come back in. I'm like, "You're done. I'm going to fuck you up when I'm done. And I'm going to break this guitar over your fucking head when I'm done." End up fucking winning. I'm like, "Here's your $50, kid." And he's just like, "Seriously? I won $50? I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't allowed to fucking win that."
Yeah.
And he's just like, "You're an asshole." He goes, "How much have you played this game?" I'm like, "That's the only song I know really well."
Yeah, that reminded me of a story happened in Evo, the fighting game championship, a couple years ago. My friend told me that there's Evo, and then there's the real Evo, where people are putting on money matches and all this kind of stuff. And there was these two guys. All they did on the main message board, Shuriken, is just talk crap to each other. To the point they're like, $1,000 money match. We're going to have this. $1,000, 2 out of 3 games. What the guy didn't know, the guy he was talking crap was actually competing in Evo. And he's like one of these underground guys. Everyone knew this guy was like some hot shot, came in, started talking crap to everybody, comes in, whoops the crap out of him. All of a sudden, he's like, "What are you gonna do now?" The guy, because they're playing with the big arcade sticks, the dude picks up the arcade stick, cracks the dude upside the head, and then runs.
Oh my God.
He was never on the Shuriken boards again. He just disappeared from the hotel. People were chasing him. It was like, and of course, my taking a dude. He has like a big gash in his head with blood, and he took him to the hospital. And he goes, and the guy's only response is, "Motherfucker still didn't give me my $1,000."
Dude, it cracked me up because we had like 2 places where you could go, like the arcade besides the mall. One of them was Odysseyland and Fantasy Zone. And Odysseyland, you had to like cross like a major fucking highway. And of course we're young, so we'd be fucking looking both ways, fucking run, stand on the median, look both ways, fucking dart across. And it was funny because, you know, like when you were going to it, you had all fucking bills. Well, when you were leaving, you end up having like 20 pounds of fucking quarters.
Yeah.
And you're watching people run across the street with their pants falling the fuck down.
Yep.
You know, you're
It's like a scene out of Baywatch.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. But we were there for it was Street Fighter. They actually had a contest there. And, you know, we were fucking doing it, and there was one kid running his mouth the whole time. And the owner flat out said, he goes, "Guys, feel free to fucking hit him."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, no problem. And my buddy Eli's fucking playing, and as he's fucking, you know, he's playing him, and the kid says something, Eli just fucking, as he's looking at the fucking screen, bang! Knocks the kid the hell out, and he's like, "What are you gonna do? Come on, get up. I know you can do it." And the whole time he's he's looking at the kid, fucking destroying the kid's character.
Yeah, that's literally like when the fighting game community, people talk about like the COD community and the shit talk. They have nothing on the fighting game community.
Yeah.
The fighting game community, they will fight you. The COD community does a lot of this.
Yeah.
The fighting game community.
It's a bunch of, you know, like 8, 9-year-olds talking shit, thinking they're badass because they have like a 2+ KD.
Yeah. The fighting game community, these guys have like beefs, like straight up long-term beefs for years.
Dude, there was like each person had a fucking arch nemesis no matter where we fucking went.
Yep.
You know, you had the arcade in the mall, you had like the 2 other places. And, you know, every now and then that one person would show up in the fucking mall as you're fucking playing, and you'd see him put the fucking quarter right on the fucking screen.
Dude.
And somebody would fucking flick that shit the fuck off and go back to playing, fucking puts it back, flick it off. And my buddy Eli was like, "Look, motherfucker, if you put your hand in front of my face one more fucking time when I'm playing, I'm going to take my shoes off and I'm going to fucking beat you with them."
No, Backsmasher. One thing when I was growing up, the big community I was in was like the Dance Dance Revolution community. And just as you said it, you know, you had that one motherfucker that would put the coin up, and you were like, "I so don't want to play with you." So I entered into this contest with my ex-girlfriend at the time. It was just like a small contest, you know, just few people I know, and she won the beginners challenge, and then we were at the last stage with me and the guy I don't like, and it was like, all right, I'm gonna pick the song, and he's like, "I'm gonna pick an easy song, so this way you can do it." I was like, all right. He picks a song called R3, and I thought in my head, I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I make some like changes?" Because you know he thinks that like I'm gonna like speed it up so this way I can speed it up so I can read the notes better. I put the fucking steps mirrored, turned around, did the steps, did the whole fucking thing backwards, not looking at the screen. He fucking. I end up doing like better than he does. I get $50. He's like, "I'm gonna beat your fucking runs away like a pussy."
Yeah. The funniest thing I saw it was for Marvel 1, and this guy was like, they were going at it. They were just talking crap. They just dominated the entire that machine. No one wanted to play those guys. They were just talking so much crap. It was too much. It was just too entertaining watching these guys go at it. And also the guy goes, "You know what? You suck so bad. My girl could beat you." And he's like, "Whatever." And he calls his girl over. Everyone wanted to muffle their laugh because he was just like this. His girl was like this short Asian girl. And she has the whole like she wants to be like the anime with the streaks and the.
I would be intimidated right off the bat because it's a short Asian girl that's with the pigtails and.
The pigtails, the whole 9 years. This guy's like
stuck it in her ass.
And she gets on there. And she goes, "Oh, what character should I pick, sweetie?" And he's like, "Oh, pick this guy and pick this guy." She goes, "Okay." Everyone wanted to not laugh because everyone knows who she is. She was like regional champion. She actually gets paid to like she wins tournaments to get paid. The guy goes, "You want to do some money?" And she's like, No, it's fine. She basically hustled him. She lost the first match. The second match comes around, and the third match comes around was $500. And she goes, "Oh, but I want to pick my characters. I want to pick my best characters." And then she goes, "Oh, by the way, it was like $250. Would you agree to $500 if I do a perfect on you?" And he's just like, and he looks at her like, "Yeah, whatever." He goes, "You can't perfect me. Pick your best characters." Perfects him. Looks at her and just holds her hand out. She's this dainty, look like 4'8", just like this. And the guy goes, "I gotta go to an ATM." It's like, "Oh, we'll follow you." And there was a train of 18 dudes following this guy. So you can pull out $500. And then and everyone's like, he goes, "All right," because they had like a little snack bar. She goes, "Everyone's gonna get a soda." Everyone's gonna get a soda.
Dude, that was our thing with fucking darts, man. Which was bad news. From playing darts at the fucking bar, the fucking soft tip, not the fucking metal ones, thank God, because someone would have been dead at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but it was bad because I never realized I had a gambling issue until I realized I could play fucking darts that solidly. I went to one of the competitions in Niagara Falls area, and I started off as amateur, won that whole thing, which got me an invite to the pro, like to play the pro circuit. And that's when I got, like, technically I was a professional dart player because I ended up winning the pro tournament as well. And it was over, like, over a weekend, and everybody's like, "Dude, how the hell were you playing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "You could barely stand the hell up, but you're fucking killing the board every time." I'm like,
just aim for the center dot.
Dude, I was
one of the five.
When I fucking play, I don't stand, like, right in the fucking middle and shoot. I'd fucking hit it from the corners so I could hit it from a fucking angle.
Yeah.
And I'm like shit-faced drunk, and I'm sitting there leaning. I'm like, "All right, got this, got that, got that." And they're like, "Holy shit!" So it was my birthday. I think it was my 27th birthday. So we're at the bar, and I'm like, "All right, let's." One guy goes, "Yo, $5 a game." I'm like, $5 a game? Really? That's all you got? He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, $5 a game. I'm like, "Dude, it's my birthday. I was like, I got like $1,500 in my pocket. Just got paid. You tell me what you want to do, but we're not doing $5. At least make it fucking interesting." And he goes, $5 a shot. You gotta call it. I'm like, "All right, works for me." Ended up winning fucking $150 from that guy.
Wow.
So then, as we're going, all of a sudden the owner pulls me aside and he goes, "Yo," he's like, "I got two guys in the back that want to do teams." I'm like, "All right." And he's like, "They want to do a $500 game." I'm like, "Per person or per team?" He's like, "Per person." I'm like, "All right, let's go do this shit." So we go down, and I'm like, "Yo, who's going to hold the money?" And the guy's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Look, not for nothing, dude, but if we're doing $500 a fucking game," he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, you got to have the money up front." "Oh, I'll be back." Comes back, he's like, "Here's 500 fucking bucks," and it's in a fucking roll.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yo, count it." "But don't you trust me?" I'm like, I was looked at, I was like, "Motherfucker, how do I know that that's not a $100 bill wrapped in ones?"
Yep.
Exactly. You don't know.
And he's like, "All right, fine." He pulls it out. He's like, "All right, 500 each per." So there's $2,000 sitting right there. The fucking owner comes over and puts it in the fucking lockbox and goes, "All right, I have the key. You got to come through me." And he had two fucking bouncers with him at the same time.
Dude, that's like some Bellagio shit.
I'm like, "All right, let's do it up, dude." Well, this bar was known for just darts, and that was it. The bar, that's all we fucking did. It went from being a dive bar to where he actually brought in like 10 fucking dartboards.
Nice.
And, it was fucking awesome. Like, they redid the whole back room where it was 10 fucking dartboards, and they had one dartboard up front. Nobody ever played on the one up front because everybody kept walking in front of the fucking board. And then I pegged some kid in the fucking nose, and I apparently throw really hard with, an 8.
Nose piercing.
Yeah, it was pretty much, dude. It's an 18-gram fucking dart. Doesn't sound like it's that fucking heavy. But I ended up piercing his fucking nose, like, right here on the fucking nostril.
Ooh.
I have a
piercing.
One of the guys that I know, he's like, "Dude," he's like, "you're going to break the fucking board." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Every time you fucking hit the board, he hears, boom." Like, sorry, dude. So, we ended up fucking housing these guys. Like, right off the bat, I walk up and I'm like, "Yo, who's going to go first?" And he's like, "Well, let's go, shoot for it." I'm like, "All right, works for me." Right off the bat, fucking hit a triple 20. Guy goes, "All right, you're up first. Fuck it." I'm like, "All right, works for me." So I looked at him like, so do you want me to fucking do a white horse or do you want me to just, peg 20s all day? And my buddy goes, stop being a cocky prick. I'm like, look, I'm already shit-faced. You tell me what you want. And he goes, close a 20 on him. I'm like, all right, triple 20, triple 20, triple 20. And the guy's like, oh, fuck.
I think I'm 20 points right there already.
He's like, Jesus Christ, dude. So the guy walks up and he fucking closes out the 20 and he hits like, double 17. My buddy walks up and goes, all right. Triple 17, triple 19, triple 18. I just goes, fuck. Next dude comes up, and I think they only closed out like one number at that point. I walk back up, and I'm like, fuck it, triple 19, triple 19, triple 18. Guy's just going, son of a bitch. He's like, you're going to run points up, aren't you? I'm like, yep, that's the fucking point.
Exactly.
I was like, dude, I was like, I'll fucking tell you, I'm going to run. I was like, if you don't close it, I'm going to fucking point the hell out of it. He's like, fuck. Well, his buddy comes up and closes out like everything he fucking had to. My buddy walks up and he's like, triple 16, triple 15, fucking double bull. I'm like, oh shit. And he goes, what are you going to do? I'm like, well, they don't have the 15 or 16 closed out, so do you want me to point for it or do you want me to end the game? And he goes, fucking run the shit out of the score, please. I'm like, all right, no problem. So we walk up and I'm like, triple 15, triple 16, triple 15. Dude's like, son of a bitch. So finally, the game literally lasted like 10 minutes because finally they closed their shit out, and my buddy hit the fucking single bull. And he goes, double or nothing. I'm like, really? Pull more cash out, and we'll do the double or nothing. I'll be right back. Fucking hits the ATM, fucking comes, like, I'm like, dude, really? All right, whatever. Dude, I beat this guy 9 times in a row.
Wow.
How much money did you make off that?
Dude, I made $5,000 that night.
Wow.
Jesus.
This dude just would not give up.
There's people like that. There's people that
like,
don't give up, and you just sit there and shake your head. Like, you gotta just.
I was
take
like,
your
man,
loss.
you just gotta
You gotta
walk.
know your
Like,
limit.
it came to the point where, like, in like the 5th game, I'm like, dude, look, I'll shoot left-handed for you. I'm starting to feel bad because I'm taking your fucking money. You need to just calm it down just there. He's like, fuck this, I'm going to kick this shit out of you. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. I'm like, hey, Bob, bring the fucking box back out. He's like, oh, my God, you're going to fucking rape this guy. I'm like, I'm just shooting left-handed now. And he goes, oh, shit. Well, the funny thing is, 6 months before that, I broke my hand in a sanctioned MMA fight. It was sanctioned.
It was sanctioned.
I had a fucking boxer's fracture, so I couldn't throw darts. So I had to throw left-handed, and I found out that I can shoot left-handed really fucking good. So he's like, all right. I'm like, look, since we won, I'll let you guys start it off. He's like, all right, fine. So the dude right off the bat fucking closes the 20 out, and that was it. I'm like, all right, fine. I walk up, I'm like, you know what, I'll be nice. Triple 19, triple 17, triple 18. Fucking white horse the bitch. And he's like, son of a bitch. Fucking left-handed, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. And we ended up fucking winning. And finally, at the end of the night, I was like, look, dude, I'm going to give you half your money back. I feel really bad for fucking taking you to the fucking cleaners. And he's like, no, dude, don't even worry about it. He's like, I'll fucking get you again later on. I'm like, all right, that's no problem. Like, anytime you want to fucking play me, I'm fucking game. If I got the cash, I'll do it.
Anytime he wants to give you money, you'll take it.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Yeah. I ended up fucking teaching the dude how to fucking play.
Hey, man, you got to learn from the best,
I
right?
was like, dude, now there was a guy that I played, dude, I learned from a lot, like 3 different pros that, gave me tips, pointers, the whole fucking 9. And, I was nowhere as good as half these other fucking guys. Seriously, like, I was decent, but these guys could fucking smoke me on any fucking day of the week. And I'm like, what the fuck is the deal? And they're like, look, we'll show you how to make certain fucking, like, they're like, your form's terrible. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, you're all over the place. They're like, we've noticed you hit the shots better when you're at an angle instead of being straight up on it. I'm like, okay. So I would literally fucking take, my steps. You had, like, it's like 18 inches fucking wide or whatever, and I would make sure that my right foot would be on the fucking edge, and then I could fucking hit the shots. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I started working with this other dude because I felt bad. Because literally, I'd just be like, look, we're just doing $5 games tonight. He's like, why? I'm like, I don't want to wipe out your bank account. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, dude, I've been smoking you left and right. I feel bad. I really do. I'm like, my birthday, I came in with $5,000 because you and your buddy didn't want to fucking stop. He goes, yeah, about that. He goes, my wife almost killed me. I'm like, are you serious? She goes, well, I was kind of happy because I got $10,000 the fucking day before that for a fucking bonus at work. I'm like, oh. I was like, well, at least you had the money. He's like, yeah. He goes, my wife was a little pissed. I'm like, yeah, I'd say so, man. I'm like, look, I got your fucking beers for like the next week.
Exactly. But hey, guys, I gotta head out. I have to take care of a couple things. But
No
thanks
problem,
for having me on, man.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Anytime you want to fucking hop on, dude, let me know. It's a blast fucking having you on.
Yeah, I gotta head off too, man. I got school at I gotta be up at 7.
All right, man. Have
All
a
right,
good
sounds
one.
good.
All right, yeah.
Later,
We're gonna
guys.
end this.
Later.
All right, see you. Yeah, we're gonna end this. Cobe and Young Jay, if you guys want to hang out real quick after
Yeah.
ending this.